he slept during that time. Hey, Almost Homesteading, good to see you.
Oh, hey, almost homesteading.
But yeah, so that was a big miscommunication. But what's even funnier is I don't know if I told this story with this group, but I have told it before where there was this girl and her brother came home from either college or was visiting from out of town. And she's like, just help yourself to anything. I've got to go to work, just, have it's your home too. And so like she had exercise stuff, like an exercise bike. And, he was doing that and he got thirsty and he went in and he grabbed some iced tea out of the fridge. He's drinking that and everything and just having a good time. And he finished he felt bad. He finished her whole thing of, tea. But then all of a sudden he didn't feel so good at all. And he's like, oh, I think I caught something when she came home. I think I caught something. I hope I won't give it to you. And just then she goes into her fridge because she's coming home and settling in from work. And she's like, did you have any of that tea that was in the, pitcher? Like, did you drink all this tea? And he's like, yeah. He's like, and that's when she says, oh, I see you. And Cool Gamer, hey. That's when she says, that's my dieter's tea. You only wanna drink, like, 1 glass a day. So that's why you are sitting on the toilet so much. I am so sorry I didn't warn you.
Mm.
Poor guy, he was, like, totally
Mhm.
miserable. Hey! Hi, Rachel. Welcome in, welcome in. Ison, you have the same last name as, or is it Ison's? It's the grape dealer. You Is that what it's called? Maybe one of the gardeners can help me. Oh my goodness, Almost Homesteading. Did you see her on Facebook? Passamaquoddy had a baby gown. It was so cute. Little baby outfit.
Mhm.
Adorable. She's making baby outfits.
Mhm. And I think also last week it was kind of little tops and stuff like that. They're
Yeah,
really,
she made that
really
top.
pretty.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
those are very pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my today's, and it just happens with people too, and you try to work things out, but yeah,
Mhm.
you can't break people of their habits that they don't realize they have or ingrained behaviors.
Yes, and the
So
older we get, the more ingrained we become that we don't
indeed,
actually notice.
indeed, indeed. Oh,
Yes.
just like you and I think you heard me maybe. Oh, no, you had to do your dough today. Uh, I
Let me
saw
when you're done that, I'm gonna tell you about my dough.
okay. She this woman, was doing, like, I don't know, it was a thing on what happened to Wendy, the one who used to do her show. Uh, can't think of her last name. "How you doing, Wendy? How you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, what happened to her?" So I clicked on it and started to watch it. Well, she's, like, in really bad shape from the clips they were showing. She's just really bad shape. But
Wow.
as the woman's talking, I go down into her comment section, like, to thank her, like, I wondered what happened to Wendy. I didn't watch her all the time, but she just disappeared. Like, I knew she had some Williams. Yeah, how could I forget that? It rhymes like, it goes together so well.
Mhm,
Thank you,
mhm,
my
mhm.
Renaissance grandma. Um, but I go down to her comment section. Here's this woman like, "Oh, I couldn't stand it. Was like every 3rd word." And I'm like, "Oh, geez, I do that. I do it too." But this lady was so good, this creator, she's like, "Well, thank you for your input." Just commented, "Thank you for your input." And then other people underneath her were like, "Yeah, I do that." And I say, and then that I was talking about it today during the live, and
Mhm.
people were saying their filler word, like also or so, like
So, yeah,
mhm.
that's one of mine. Mine is, so, and then I do that to start a sentence when I'm recording. Not in
I wonder
regular everyday life of talking. I just and it's just a
little
and I have to edit all of those out, so oh, there's
me too, almost something.
Angel's Crafty Halo.
Oh, hey, Angel's Crafty Halo. So now you're in Marine side, so like it up and yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
but
can
they all
hang
come
out
in, they
back
all
and
pour
forth, whatever.
into your chat, which is kinda cool.
It's very cool. It's very cool,
Yeah.
but I'm glad too that you can get You get some
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
for it too.
exactly, yeah, and we'll do the
Yep.
same with my live tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
Almost Homesteading says, "I sigh in annoyance in my videos too."
Oh my gosh. I have one where, like, I'm yeah, I'm ready to put it up because you could see it all over my face, and I even say it because every time I go out to my backyard, we have neighbors right next door, and their dogs decide I'm talking to them. So they
Mhm.
start talking back while I'm doing a video
Right,
nonstop,
right.
like, yeah. Or I have big trees above me, and suddenly it's like not just 1 or 2 birds, it's like a whole family and flock just come over
That's right.
top of
They
me.
wanna talk. Yeah, you're talking and they wanna talk back to you. So,
Exactly.
yeah, another weird thing I do when I'm videoing, if I'm trying to think, is
Hey,
I
J3.
can't do it naturally.
Mhm.
I'll do that,
Mm.
and so I've caught myself,
I think
because
you
if
have
I'm
to
if
drop the link for him because
I don't
I don't think
know,
I can. If J3,
yeah,
can I drop it for you if you're in hers? If you're in Marines
I don't
for you to come
know.
up? If you want to,
I
no
don't know if
pressure.
he'll see it. J3, I am clicked on to Carol's. So you might have to come over to Carol's chat if you wanna come up and have a visit
We
with
we
us. Since I learned how to do it from
yeah,
you. Thank
hey,
you,
Sunshine.
sir. Oh,
Cool.
yeah, and
Yay.
Shawnee, have you gotten, any Christmas cards yet? Just wondering, 'cause I sent out I've got my 2nd Springmas, Christmas card to send out.
This is me all the time, almost homesteading. You're not alone. Yeah.
Mm.
Or I
Oh,
just
no kidding.
ramble and ramble on, and I'm like, "Okay, how do I edit that into something meaningful?" Sometimes I've started to use, "Hey, hi, Mama Barbara Washington. So good to
Mhm.
see you,
Hi, Mumsy.
Mama Washington." That's
Yeah.
cool.
No, and I think I've said it before, but when I'm recording, if I start to make a mistake, I'll repeat
Mhm.
myself, and then, um and every time I repeat myself, I will get faster, and it's like, so I so I'm just I'm just gonna take a drink at this, and it's like, "Why are you talking so fast, Maureen?" By the 3rd time, it's like, and it's every time. So when I'm editing, it's like, "Dang nabbit, the
'Cause you
first 2
just
are no
wanna get it
good."
out. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's just, "I
yeah,
just gotta
because
get this line out."
I just gotta get it out before I have a brain fog moment, and so,
Then
mm,
you're going into,
mhm.
what's that? Like, one of the fastest recorded raps ever. You're just start
That's
sounding
right.
like,
Oh,
I can't do it.
oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool, Trish. Thank you. I think it both I think no matter what, yeah, I think it helps if you're,
Mhm.
letting mine run and you're letting
Yeah, I think
Carol's
you
run.
get time for both. I don't know how it works out, like,
How it works,
as
no.
far as the way they do the side chat and the people and that I
Exactly.
just give up on the analytics because I even sent it to a friend. I'm like, "Okay, first they tell me this is doing better, but then they end with, 'No, it's not,' like, down
Yeah,
in the another section," and I'm like,
yeah.
"So what am I making more of? Am I doing more lives or am I doing more videos?" What
Yeah.
so annoying.
Crazy Life Homestead says, "I do the repeat in a different voice." Oh my gosh.
That's
I'm so
awesome.
glad I'm not doing that yet, but,
Repeat in a different voice. I'll have to try that. Maybe it would be
I'm just
welcome
so
in.
I'm just trying to get the sentence out that I don't think I would have the ability
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
to be able to think about like, "Hey, let's do it in another voice now," I wouldn't I'm just so
Oh,
like, "Oh, I gotta get it out."
we look forward to it. Would that be in a different place, possibly? Maybe?
That's
Those
awesome.
videos? That's so cool. I so wish I could.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. Well,
I wish
no, you know what? We wish we could,
but
Carol.
yeah, we're not ready for all that land
N No,
yet.
exactly, and no, but just even the work that it would
Yes.
entail to
Yeah.
close up these our homes,
Mm-mm.
both of us would, be on the floor in the fetal position going, "I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this." I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it, but I just know right now, I
Oh,
would just be
Trish. Even when I feel well, I can't chat in 2 streams. I've tried to do that for people when they've gone live at the same time, and it's like, nope. My brain don't do that. Nope.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Oh, and you
well,
get a
thank
thumbs up.
you. J3, are you up for coming up and visiting?
No,
What's
he
up?
said he was in bed.
Oh, he's in bed? Okay, we
He's in
won't have
bed
that issue.
watching he's watching from bed
Well,
today
I appreciate the
tonight.
watch. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm. Okay, so, I'm interrupting now, about my bread. So, normally, I put the levain on, the night before and just let it go, but it's only supposed to go 5
oops.
hours.
Mhm.
And I, choose one and press the 3 dots above the chat and select chat pop out.
That's
You
for
can't
them,
follow
not
both chats. Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just, yes, we are using StreamYard. So if you have the paid
Mhm.
version, which we both have the
Yeah.
peasant paid version of
Yep.
StreamYard,
$10.
um,
Here,
then you
$10.
can, stream out. And so then, for you, Crazy Life Homestead, the notification came up, off of my channel. And how it
Mhm.
works is that we're supposed to both be, collecting the live hours.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we've been,
And what I went
informed.
down, Crazy Life, what you do is you go into your settings down below it's the gear down below where it says settings. You go into guests, and there is a box right at the top. There's 4 boxes, and you just check guests can stream this to their own destinations, and you just click it.
Yeah, and
It's
then
it's
and what
new for me that it's a new feature.
yes. Yeah, well, it does
Yay!
say even new,
On yours
"Hey,
too?
where to begin homestead?"
Yay!
Well,
Hey,
yeah, it
my
said new.
Alabama. Yay! Oh, you guys are so sweet, and it's
Thank
so
you.
good to see you, Janice. I know you're so busy. So
And
good to
then so when Carol clicked it on, then up at the top where my picture is, it's blue, and I click that saying that I can stream it, and then I just fill in what her show is about, and then press, go ahead, and then it popped up, and it brought it up to mine, so
you guys are
oh, thank you,
awesome.
Larks.
Yep, she's a
That's
paperclip
awesome.
now. She's showing up for
Yep.
that one. She wrote it in yours, and then now
Oh,
she's back
okay.
over here saying hi to Where to Be in Home. You're incredible. That's that
Yeah. Yeah. So
major
again,
Brady.
about the bread. So I
Yeah.
decided to not do it last night. And I thought I'll just get up at 9. It'll just be a later day when I'm getting the bread all done. And my light bulb in my oven hasn't been, you know, um, always working. And I just give it a twist and it's like, oh, there, it's still working. You keep going, little light bulb. And my house, my thermostat is like I set it where it's the lowest it'll go is 65, and that's what it's
Yeah.
running in the house. And if it's cold, I go turn it up. It's an automatic thing.
Yeah.
And I had turned it up a little bit, but we had lots of hot sun coming in the front window, so it wasn't coming on. Anyway, the light bulb went out. So after my 4 hours of it sitting in the oven, it had not grown at all.
Oh,
And I
no.
went, "Oh, the light bulb is out," and, went and changed it out, started it up again, put it on for just 2 hours. I thought maybe it had some growth. Nada. Put it on for another 2 hours. Uh, it started to grow, and so then in that 5th hour, I made the dough. And so I like, right now, I'm in the middle of, my my well, fold and turns or whatever they're called.
Oh, okay,
I
'cause
think
you have to
yeah,
get up
so I
at
still have
the
another
church.
hour and a half of those, and then an hour and a half of it sitting, and then I'll be putting it into Bannatyns at about midnight.
Oh my goodness, the life of a baker. I remember the bakers, like, came in super early. I
For
never knew
early.
how they did it because, yeah, I would come in at 8 and the breads would be coming out fresh, like tons of Italian crusty loaves of bread and, the long
Mhm.
loaves they were doing. But, I mean, we had, like, I wanna say 3 bakers in the back at the Italian market.
Mm,
Oh,
mhm.
yeah, we miss you, Janice. Yeah, we haven't been I know you've been real busy. That's right. It's a birthday week for your mom too. Yeah, that's right. We celebrated it. I wore my little heart shirt because she was almost a Valentine's baby. Thank you, Larks. Appreciate that. Oh, Angel, thank you for coming over. Oops, wait a minute. There we go. That's the one. Thank you. So, yeah, the communication is so important, and sometimes too, like due diligence before we communicate. I have to say with this whole
Mm,
situation that we had with our them coming out, doing the inspection, saying, "You need this." They only told us, both of us, my husband and I, that we needed the interior panel. So we didn't look at what they had written down in his report. We just heard
mm,
from our insurance agent, "Hey, you've got to replace the panel." I'm like, "Okay." It was the electricians who came out and said, "Oh, yeah, and this other," and it was the electricians I had said the other one outside. Well, when
mhm,
Theron took it over from me because we got a bad electrician who didn't wanna pull a permit, that was a whole 'nother communication thing, but I was on my communication because I was calling the city, because I they would tell me one thing, and I'm like, "You know what? They're not giving me the other information I need, which is numbers for that permit. They're not giving me that. Let me call the city." Oh, no, they didn't do it. Then they finally do it. Then I'm supposed to pay extra, and it was a mess. So Theron ended up firing this company that I had hired, and the company he goes with, he hasn't been here when the other 2 electricians have pointed to the outside one that we might need the outside one. So we
mm,
get this bid, but I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, well, it's for both." No, Theron
mm-mm.
was never aware that the outside one might have to be done until they said, "Hey, we'll bid this for you too if you want," after they were
Yes,
already done with the inside,
yes, yes.
and I was like, "You didn't know?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, boy, are we great at communicating." 28 years
Mhm,
together and still missing, like, chunks, but I looked back at the report and I'm like, "It was right there." He had them both checked off that they both needed replacing because he had what happened was Theron called and told our agent, "Hey, we got it replaced." And then the agent realized we only sent pictures of the one in our garage and not the one outside to the inspector, and he goes, "No, they're not
mhm,
done, you've gotta do that other one."
mhm.
Oh, what a nightmare. So, yeah,
So the quote was only for the interior, it wasn't for both, right?
only for the interior from this secondary, and then I realized, though, and I because I was like, "There," and I apologized to Theron because when I looked over my paperwork, the scammy one that we got rid of did the same thing, even though the electricians he sent out knew both needed to be done. They said it to me like, "Well, this one
Mhm,
will," I said, "Yeah, I know it needs this." I said, "I have a friend who's an electrician. My brother is an electrical contractor out in California." Um, but they were trying to work off permit, so I would never let them work. I'm like, "No, you're here to
right.
draw up the drawing. You're not here to do the job yet until we have the permit, the okay from the city to go." So, yeah,
Mhm,
it was a fiasco, and a lot could be, due to communication with not just verbal, but actually looking and reading to make sure the person who is verbally telling you something has all the information, which our insurance agent didn't give us. He only gave us
right.
half. So, yeah, always go back to the source, I guess, would be the lesson in that.
In
If you
that one,
have a
yeah.
source to look at, return to it, look it over,
Mhm, mhm,
discuss.
mhm. Yeah, and make sure you read all the fine print on the
Yes.
entire
Yeah.
quote. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that was the same as my sister with, she has just under 5 acres of this, home, and
Mhm.
there is a secondary home that was originally on the property, and it's 100 years old, and it
Mhm.
was, you know, the city that she lives in, they actually paid to have the house restored before she moved in, so it was the
Mhm.
builders who were building her home, um, that she bought, like, but they were just building it for themselves, la la la. Well, the city said, "Hey, that historical home, the man who owned it, he was one of the first builders of the roads and stuff like that. So we would like, to pay for it to be restored." When they built the home, um, there was, I think it's like I think it's like 5 it could be exaggerating, but it's like 500 square feet. So there's
Mhm.
500 square feet too much house on this
Oh!
5-acre property.
Oh my gosh.
So so the builders, when they were living in it, were fighting with the city. And, there was lots of things going back and forth, but in the midst of it, they're selling it because they want to go build another one, la 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 la. And they have their family member renting the house, which was grandfathered in that that person could stay. Anyway, so the realtor, the lawyer, my sister, none of them read that fine print that her house is 500. It could be just a little bit, it could be more than that, but it's such a minute amount that the city wants her to tear down that house. They need the house, or they need the house moved. Move the house um away from the property.
Oh,
Yep. For this for it's a s and, like, and basically what it is, it's, the builder, he said, there was supposed to be a breezeway, and he decided to close it
keep
in.
moving. Uh-huh.
He decided to close it in and make it kind of a boot room, and it's like it has 3 entrances, so it's entrance from the front, entrance from the back, and entrance from the garage, and so he made it into a room. So it's basically that room. If that room wasn't there, they wouldn't
Oh.
be taking her to court to have the house removed,
Oh my goodness.
because nobody saw that within the document. No, the lawyer, the realtor, my sister, nobody saw that there is this conflict with that house, with
I
her it's a beautiful little
wow,
100-year-old house. Yeah,
that's crazy. So
yeah, and it's like
now
it's
what is there
so
like
she
recourse? She has to get a good lawyer in order to deal with
um,
this? Like, or
yes,
open that
basically.
room up,
Oh,
like,
oh,
and
yeah.
make it a patio? Like, what the
Well, she can turn it into a business. It's just that nobody can live in it. It cannot be a
uh,
house. So
ah,
there cannot be a fridge or a stove in it. You could turn it someone could turn it into a paint studio or an office
oh
or
my
whatever,
okay.
you know.
Oh, just
Um,
that one section. Can they live in the
no, no,
rest of
the
the
whole
house?
no, 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 no. Like that's her house is the one that has the too many square feet. In this old house, it's a 2-story. It's cute as
Oh,
can
okay.
be, little 2-story house, and
Yeah.
so that's the one that they want to have removed, but it needs to be decommissioned. So cannot have a fridge or a stove in it. And it's like this is her property is just under 5 acres. And you're going, what is the difference? What difference if
No,
even if it was 1,000 square feet too big, it's across, the
is she
field.
here in the States? I missed if you said she was here
No,
or
no,
up there.
she's here in Canada. She lives in the Vancouver area. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so a house that the city paid for to be restored, they want it removed off the property.
Oh, there you go. That's a great idea. Probably you guys have come up with something
They
similar.
did She did go and speak to the historical society, and they are willing to help her if they could have someone move into it and would take, 1 or 2 of the acres that are around that house and turn it into, sustainable growing, like, so which my
Oh,
sister said, "So I have a great idea. Why don't you come over here and you can live in the house and you can, practice your gardening and you can build your garden." And I was like, "You know how old I am? I am not building I built this one, which is small, but my next one I want to build is big. I have no desire to go and build hers at this
yeah.
house and then go and buy another property and start all over again." So
Yeah,
anyway,
true,
I,
true.
I've monopolized the conversation enough, and
No,
I'm
no,
just
that was a
gonna.
great story and a great example of miscommunication or something
Hmm.
falling through the cracks because, yeah,
Yes. Yeah, and
everybody
the city for her, they got really nasty, because the house,
oh,
there's the main avenue or street, and then she's on this side. So the little house is here, the 100-year-old house is here, and then you come up and you drive around, and her house is in the front of this street. So they're on 2
yeah.
different streets. They were sending all the mail to that one, and the people that lived in it, that were renting, which got kicked out because of all of this. The mail was going there, and these are 20-year-olds that work from home and they don't go check their mail. And this was all happening when
Mm.
in some of the Okanagan area, which is, kind of north of Vancouver. They were having massive floodings. My sister had,
Oh my gosh.
at the time, she had a lake house that
Mhm,
had a huge frontage in to the lake. And
mhm.
when the jetty burst or whatever burst, her house was now in the middle of the lake. And so you got that trauma, and that was also where the Vancouver area was just flooding like
Oh,
nobody's business.
sure.
Everywhere was flooding in the Lower Mainland, even here on the island.
Mm.
And so you've got all this trauma that's going on, and other traumas of other,
Yes.
catastrophes. So that wasn't a priority for her. And so the person that was sending her those mails was getting very, very angry. So then she would actually phone her up and be nasty
Mm.
on the phone to her. But anyway,
Wow.
so they're in the midst of it. She has talked to the Historical Society, kind of going, there is, something, sweet about this house.
Yeah.
And with that, they keep saying that, there's a housing crisis. And they go,
Mhm.
so you want me to demolish this house when there is a housing crisis and someone could rent it? But
Yeah,
anyway.
that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. It's not so much about the garden, guys, it's just about she wants land, but not that land and not that house. She that's all. I'm
Yeah,
sure, like yeah.
I don't wanna go there, but, yeah, so
Yeah.
Passamaquoddy said, "Why doesn't your sister do her own garden?"
Well,
When
right
my
now.
sister was younger, she was an avid gardener, but as she's gotten older, it's kinda been that thing where it's like, not doing it, and she has a
Yeah.
few health issues, so it's not her.
Are you the baby of the family? I forget.
"I's a baby, I's a
Yeah.
baby, I's a
You guys would
baby."
not you would if you saw a picture, and I think you've had one posted on your page before in FB, you would not believe the ages of any of them at all. You would not.
No.
So, like, when you hear that and it's like, "Oh, but trust me, they
Yeah,
look
no,
all
they're
young for their age."
all my siblings are in their 60s and,
Yeah, you
uh,
guys all look
yeah,
super young for your age.
yeah. Well, it's the, the brown skin that helps, and then, even on my mom's side, their skin
Your
just
mom
doesn't
looks
age.
so yeah, she looks so young. I
Yeah,
s you
yeah.
you had that picture of her when she was really young, and I'm like, "She still looks so much like that picture." It's
Aw,
unbelievable. Like,
bless you.
seriously.
Yeah,
My mom
yeah.
had that too, but she didn't grow up down here with the sun like I did, but she still like, dad and I were out in the sun more than my mom was, so she also kept some of her youth for quite a long time until, the
Mhm.
medical issues started hitting her. "Hey, growing out of the
Hey,
box
growing out the
popping in.
blocks.
Hey, good to see you." Mm,
Haven't seen you around for a while, sir. Hope you've been busy
yeah, good
and
to
getting
see you.
things done. Mhm. Yeah, growing out the box, just to let you know, we have 2 live streams. This is actually Carol's live stream, and StreamYard has allowed us to link them so that, she gets, people that follow me coming in, and we both get, the extra bonus, time added to our
Yay.
channels, so we're
Awesome.
trying
Yeah,
that.
I don't know where he's at. Sometimes he's in the background, Larks, he hides in the bushes, and he'll message me be like, "I was in the bushes and watching, making
Yeah,
sure
well,
everything."
it's like, bring up your face and say hello at least, so
Yeah.
I have a very exciting well, it's an exciting video for me because I received my first my prize, which was it's like one of my first mail calls I've ever had. So the
Oh,
prize
nice.
from the Pizza McQuarrie last year
Oh, yeah.
that
Aw.
I won that one, and so, Homestead Aquarius sent it out, and
Aw, sweet.
it was one that brought a tear to my eye,
She's so
and,
good at those things. Past McQuarrie, she's just all heart and those little hooks that she uses.
mm,
Oh, wow, Past McQuarrie. Happy early birthday, honey.
happy early birthday.
I'm gonna have to find out when that day is and do a little something on the live for you.
Mm,
Oh, we
yeah.
appreciate it growing out of the box
Thank you
so
very
much.
much, sir.
Really
Appreciate that.
appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys, other creators wanna see basically how to Set up your channel like HGTV and know what is working for your channel to make it grow. Growing out of the box is a good example of that. Is he
Mhm.
kinda he used everything that he would see that would get the attention from his viewers, and he also, I think you talked about growing out of the box, how you, not just cultivate, but like what they do in music, curate. You curate the views too of what your
Mhm.
audience is looking at, and I think that's so smart. Like, right now, my curated view would be a lot of dead stuff because something happened between January? I saw a video that I did in January, and I'm like, "Okay, what the heck happened, Carol? It's only this far into February and everything died. What happened back there?" Starting to wonder if I got o if I can blame it on some kinda overspray that came by. I don't know. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah,
It's bad.
yeah.
But, I mean, watering helps, so it could be that I just didn't check certain things. I know certain things in small pots, yes, that's my all me. I did that.
Oh, staging, he said, staging,
Staging.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that staging thing. You know, some people come by it naturally and some
Mhm.
people, you know
I think
and,
he
you know,
comes by it naturally for sure.
naturally, yes,
Mhm.
yeah, like that he
Yeah.
can kinda, visualize, where to put the
Mhm.
camera and, I'll
Yeah.
put the camera way too far away and, hit collect go, and then I'll be,
Mhm.
running back and forth, so
And even, like, what
yeah.
plants he wants in the shot too, like, that are gonna draw the interest to what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
totally great at all that. That's just too many things for me to think of at one time, right now in
Yeah.
my life. I'm
I was
lucky if I can
watching
get a video out.
I
Some
was supporting uh, another homesteader or like another YouTuber watching some of their videos, and this
Aw,
was would have
thanks
been
so
like
much,
3 years ago,
sweetheart.
um, and for one of these videos, but it was somebody doing a collaboration of, doing the good and the bad, the ugly in your garden, and it's like, "Hey, that
Mm,
would probably be a pretty good thing." You go, "Okay, so come back in 4 months and I can show you the good.
yeah,
Right now,
right?
I can show you the bad and the ugly." So,
Yeah, that's pretty much
mhm,
it. That's
mhm,
me. Well, I do
mhm.
have some good, like, my mustard is still doing okay. Problem is the mustard is used as a correction crop for the soil of what was going on in the soil. Not really eating it. It's not a favorite of
Mm,
mine. I might try,
mm,
like, some, but I haven't gotten up the courage to try it again because I grew one of those salad mixes and it had mustard in it, and for some reason in my soil, and I guess just because 'cause you're growing it yourself, because I asked Planters Garden TV about it, I think I said his channel name right. But I asked him about it and he goes, "It's probably just because you are growing it yourself and it's not, store-bought." Hot as Hades. Hot burned my mouth. Same thing with the radishes that I grow, hot as Hades. If I
wow,
yeah, they are hot as Hades. I don't know why
wow.
other than it's just not traveling around the US or from outside the US and, coming in from Mexico,
Mhm,
'cause
mhm.
it's really
Well,
weird. We get I don't know about Canada, we're Florida, we should be able to grow a lot of our produce, you would think.
yeah,
They
absolutely.
they truck it all the way over from Mexico. We get a lot in Mexico. We get a lot of Central America.
Wow, wow,
And it's like, what about ours? We get California.
wow.
I don't know where ours goes unless you go to a local stand, and there's not many of them left anymore. There's really
Right.
not.
Wow. That's very interesting. What's growing out the box? My background, is in entertainment. Oh,
Oh, it is, okay.
okay, so that's why it comes natural for you, where we're all, like, awkward and looking weird and, and clothes disheveled and weird angles.
Okay. Do you mind saying kinda what it was that, you had more of your, um, your what you were in, I guess, in entertainment, your
Well, it sounds
background?
like he was
Like
the camera, like,
yeah,
the
behind the camera, not in front,
camera,
because he said
yeah,
yeah,
and
he's never been
setting
in
s
front.
or setting up the stage or,
Or yeah, it
you know,
could be an
staging
artistic
and things like that.
director too,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. That's very cool.
He could be a dancer too, who knows, he just
That's
don't
right. He used to be a dancer?
Yes,
Dancing for
Leslie.
money, do what
Mhm.
you want me to do.
He's that guy in the background on what was that movie? Mike something, like, the guys that danced.
It like in the stripping one?
That one, I
Oh,
can't think.
Magic Mike.
Magic, that's it, yeah. Yeah, he was,
Yeah, which
extra.
I will confess I never saw the movie. Don't
Yeah,
plan to see it.
me either, never did.
Mm,
Hey,
"Oh,
dear,
hey,
good to
Gear.
see you.
Shut her down, Gear's here." Oh, right, 'cause as soon as Gear comes up, we always go, "Okay, well, thanks so much for,
Yes.
coming out tonight," and
Yeah,
he's like, "What? It's
alright.
still early." "No, we've been here for hours, Gear."
Yep, you actually caught us early this time, dear, good to see you.
That's good. Yeah,
Right? If
but
it's scandalized. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, awesome. Okay, there it is, concert staging. Okay,
okay.
okay. So, yeah, you have totally the eye for that, what the audience is seeing, stage left, stage right, which always used to confuse the crap out of me in drama class.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
left and right confused me anyway because I had slight dyslexia. I would have to, like, use this for the
Yep,
longest
check it
time
all out.
once I learned it. Yep. Oh, left, okay. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
yeah.
Agreed.
I've used the L when I was driving, and it was like, I see the L and it said, and it's like turn right, and I go this way, and you're like, "No, Maureen, that's the L." I come back out of the driveway, drive down again, turn right. Nope, I turned left again. I just was
Just
completely.
favor your left. My daughter does the same
Yes, I
thing
do.
while we're
Yes, I
learning
must.
how while we're learning she's learning how to drive and she favors one side. So now I have to make her do the opposite side.
Right.
Communication breakdown.
Ooh.
My husband.
Yep.
Yep, that happens a lot. We get that too here. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's kind of like it's stuck in their brain and they don't realize that it didn't come out their mouth.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my husband
almost.
has very loud internal voice it because he's an introvert almost homestaying. So interior-wise, he is very loud to himself. So he will
Mhm.
actually say things in his mind and think
Mhm.
he has verbalized it, and my daughter has been there with me before, and I'm like, "Hon, you didn't say that to me." And she's like, "No, mom, he said nothing." I'm like, "Thank you. Yes, he's just been sitting there quietly, right?" And she's like, "Uh-huh."
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the most bizarre thing. It's a common what were you gonna say,
Yeah.
Maureen? What was your take?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been known to do it myself when
Oh,
I'm trying to have somebody do something for me because I don't always have the right words, and I do the
oh,
doohickey thingamajigger.
okay, night larks. She's
Night
starting to
larks.
do the
Mhm.
I totally understand. Right.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I probably have done it too.
Mhm.
Oh, why is your partner also introverted almost homesteading? Sometimes I leave out, I'm sure, stuff. I just get overly excited. I try not to, or sometimes I just can't remember the words now. That's the
Right,
problem. You'll
right.
see me, like, searching for the word.
Yeah.
"Okay, hon, don't worry about it. I totally understand. I appreciate you being here even with that going on."
Mhm. So another thing I was getting done today, it was like, "Maureen, yeah, I know you wanna go and edit that video," or, "Maureen, you wanna go and XYZ," but it was like, "Go and sort your seeds because 'cause I've been going into the stores, and the seed shelves are just ripe for the picking, and it's like, "You don't know what you have. You don't know what you
Yeah,
need. You can't
exactly.
touch that. You gotta go clean up, your bins of seeds to see what you have. Do not pick up those carrots, Maureen. Put them down. Go clean up your mess." So it's mostly cleaned.
Oh, good girl.
Mhm, mostly cleaned up. Like all the little, because I have those big cases like you have the
Mhm.
big picture
Yes.
cases. So those are all in there, but I had some seeds that I had saved out in paper towels, so those now are
Mhm.
in little envelopes, and they just gotta be filed in,
Wow.
and then I can go and see, because it's like right now, I could be, getting the bok choy and the soo choy planted up.
Yeah,
Um, Probably the tomatoes would be fine to go in right now.
to start
Um,
them. Mhm.
mhm, yeah, and peppers and stuff like that. But also the thing is the gnats that are in my studio, I'm still fighting them.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Can you
Well, it's
just
just
use,
because I
like,
I
the really beautiful fly paper?
yeah.
Remember when they first came out and just these ribbons and,
This
like, sticky black with black specks and things all over them as a kid? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I've
ew.
got the bright yellow ones, and they do catch a few, but not a whole heck of a lot because I don't know that they fly. Yeah,
Yep.
yes, got them
That's right. Good
organized.
for you.
It's
Never mind.
now making it justifiable for me to pick up some more sheets.
I
So,
have, I just got almost homesteading. I don't know if you saw it the last time I was here. I have the boxes, but now the new thing is the notebooks with the sleeves and doing
oh,
that.
all right.
And then I wanna get that laminated paper because it doesn't change that much. I just haven't been able to print it out because our printer's being wonky and it's a new printer. I've never seen a printer do this. It just, like, drops a letter. Like, "Oops." Like, we couldn't line it up with the words. It's just, "Oh." I'm like, "What is that?"
I got one of these,
But yeah,
a
I
garden
love
planner,
that. I love that.
but you know what? I know that I'm not
Yep.
going to, I'm gonna write, like, 3 times in it, and then I'll never open it up again.
Oh my
And then
gosh, you're that way
another
too with those?
yep.
That's
So
me.
I
Like,
have a
godlike.
feeling like it is a like it's like, "Oh, I wanna do this because it would help me to be
Mhm,
organized. It would help me to stay on task, la 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 la
mhm.
boo ba doo." But it's like, "No, Maureen, how many other notebooks are on your desk right now that have you writing in them, like, 6 times over the course of
Yeah.
3 years?" And so
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna save it out and, send it as a giveaway. It'll be an expensive giveaway because most
Yeah.
people will be from the States, so it'll cost me an arm and a leg to send it,
Mm.
but I'd rather it be
Okay.
used. It's a beautiful like, especially for someone who would want it and could use it and would use it
Oh,
because I just wouldn't. I'm
did
not
that
that
work
way.
for you, Shawnee? Those Zevo ones, have you tried that? It plugs in. It's supposed to be all natural sticky stuff.
Yes, we have one in our house here. It probably needs to be cleaned. It's my daughter's, and, it does seem to catch some of them, so "Hey, Marshmallow
Yeah.
Man." "Bob!" I use apple cider vinegar in a small glass, yep, with
Mhm.
stretch and rip, and you just do a few holes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've tried that too, crazy life. Um,
Oh my
it's
gosh. 5? Yeah, I don't think I'm there yet.
but are
6?
they
Wait,
but Kathleen, are they all filled
are they
with
seed?
stuff, or is
Yep.
it just you're like us where it's like you started writing in it, 15 pages worth and then you never went back? That's what I wanna know.
Or is it the seed notebook, what we were just talking about? 'Cause then I'm wow. Wow.
Nah.
Yes, you are there, Bob. That's exactly where you are. You are there. Yes, you are.
So grown out the box says, "You mean the fancy light with the tape?"
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it is. It's a fancy cute light with tape inside
Mhm.
or a sticky thing that you yeah, pretty much. So I guess you could just get a fly trap and shine a light on it, maybe. There you go.
Yeah.
Fly paper.
Well, right now I went and bought some fresh neem oil and I put a little bit of, thieves soap in it and I've been spraying, but it's like, I'm sure if I went out because their life cycle is so short. So if
Yeah,
I just kept going out, just as they're born and spray them, that because I do find there's times where there's less
yeah.
than oh, so, Kathleen says 1 for writing, 3 for jotting notes, 2 have password, 0 for gardening.
What? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because she's a writer, duh.
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of notebooks
That's
too. Let's see, each with a little bit of yes, exactly. Yep,
yeah.
each with a little
But
bit
I
of
never
something.
I never there's only once where I was doing the artist's way, and I actually journaled through an entire, book where I actually filled it up right to the very end. It wasn't super fine lines and whatever,
Mhm.
but it was an accomplishment where it's like you wrote every flippin' day in
That's
that book,
awesome.
and, yeah. So I was
Uh,
pleased with that.
that's how I felt about when I did, Hannah's baby book, because I was so afraid I wouldn't, like, get it to completion, and I didn't write a lot, it was more or less doing the photos with some writing and getting that
Nice,
done. Because my mom,
nice.
I see it travels through the family, because my baby book was, like, a little bit in the beginning, and then it was like, yeah, whatever, she's the last one, so she's lucky she got
That's
2
right.
pages. I'll
Yeah,
take that
yeah,
any
you
day.
should see our the 5 for our 5 kids. It's like, the oldest, there was lots of writing by both her and by myself and her dad.
Mhm.
And, the next one, not too bad. By the 3rd,
Oh,
it was getting less, the 4th,
yeah,
almost nothing. I
so
put
you
put
combine it, glue
with
trap,
a drop of vinegar on it, and it catches them like crazy.
so you
So are you
combine
putting are they or I'm asking stupid questions, because
stupid.
the ones I have, like, they're these
Night, Finish and Life
squares.
Homestead, thanks for coming in.
Oh, good night, thanks for coming in, I appreciate that. But you're supposed to hang them, so do you put the glue trap flat? Yeah, see that, you know what, Maureen, you're asking the question and answering it yourself. Because 'Cause I'm like, "Well, how do you do it when you're hanging it? How do I get the vinegar to stay on it?" And it's like, "Well, put it on the table and put the vinegar in it, la, la, la."
You could probably dry or that, yeah.
Maureen's
Yeah.
a little slow at times.
No, you're not slow. Just have to figure it out. I have pieces of paper with notes on them neatly stacked in between the notebooks. I write on everything and stack them everywhere. I put them I
Yep,
have little notes every place. It's
pretty
just
much, like, this is my set list for Monday, but it's like I'm resisting writing on it, but I have under my keyboard, this is something else, but it's, again, little notes, well, when I'm at lives that I wanna remember, but do I come and look at this? Ma! No, of course I don't. I do not do that. This is how many breads are being sold and,
Mhm.
you know, things like that, so
I
so
s
what did,
the writing your notes in the computer, it helps me. You mean the note like the note app like we have on our phone?
phones?
Or on, like, your laptop, or where it actually can connect? Uh, give me a little more
Okay,
information on that growing out of the
right.
box.
So if I was to be coming to write notes on the computer, well, that would require me to actually leave wherever I was and go to the computer to write the notes and turn
Okay,
on the computer
so
and
the
also,
notes app, I think, is what he means, and then it
just notes. Yeah.
transfers, maybe.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it would. I guess, yeah,
I
it
do
does.
have the mhm.
Yeah.
I have to update mine is what my computer said. They're like, yeah, we know that's your phone, but in order to do anything with it, you're gonna have to update, like, 9 things. Do you wanna do it now right
Mhm.
before you're live?" "No, I don't." "Fine, fine."
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have written some notes on my phone. I will open up the
Mhm.
note app and, to write notes and stuff like that or copy and paste things, but not
Yeah.
always, um, able to
I'm
do that, so
for notes on the phone, I'm notorious for taking, snapshots instead of things, like, while I'm, you know, online or something, I'll just take a screenshot, I mean, not a snapshot. So I have
yeah.
all these random pictures in my phone with quotes and such, because 'cause I'm random like that.
"Hey, Grandpa's on fire.
"Hey, Grumpus on Fire, good to see you." Yeah.
Thanks for
Oh,
coming
I
in."
forgot I had taken this picture to show you. This was our remember I said they had an herb where you could go for different herbs? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was my Sprouts Market. They have that, and Whole Foods used to actually have this. When they first
Mm,
started, they were more like Sprouts, and I said something when I went into Sprouts, I'm like, "Oh, this is like old Whole Foods before they got, like, so commercialized. I like this place." Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's what I do. I'll take, just photos of things. I'm trying to find actually now when I talk about it, of course, I can't find my little like quotes and notes and stuff at all.
Well, that's
Trying to
interesting,
that's the new
Shawnee.
product called
It's
it's
the
called
mosquito
mosquito bits.
mosquito
Look at it.
pucks.
Okay, do you know what that is, Shawnee? It's neem. They're made out of solid
Oh,
neem. Mhm.
So if I put it so then if
Just
I
double
just put
check. Yeah,
a bucket of water with one of those pucks in the water, would the gnats wanna go in there?
possibly. They always wanna fly in your eye during summer to take a drink. Blech. I used to hate that playing softball when I was a kid, and we're out there in the heat, and the stupid gnats are always trying to get in my eye to take a drink out of my eyeball. I put my grocery list on my notes, and yeah, I'll do the grocery list sometimes on exactly, on my phone. That's when I use it.
Mm,
I can find any script from any of it. That's awesome.
that's awesome.
You are organized.
Mm, yeah, look away. Don't look
I
over
know,
here.
sorry, nope, mm-mm, you've entered into non-organized. Abstract randoms ahead.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think it was because we're both artists, so then it's like, "Well, I have to be in the clouds at moments of the day," and then I'm serious, then I'm normal. "I'm gonna be in the clouds again in my middle of my day." Pretty
And
much.
growing up I think growing out of the box does some management around the artist who gets things done. I think that's why, like, he
Yes.
says it like,
Mm,
"Oh, it's no problem, you just gotta do this and this." I'll forget
yeah,
that probably after I get off here with you and then remember it several days later and go, "Yeah, that
later.
was a really good idea," and then forget it again 5 minutes later.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, that's why I have the little notes so that when there is something really great, I'll write a note and then, I won't come look at the note, or if I look
Oh,
at the note, okay,
no.
what were you trying to tell yourself 2 days ago, Maureen? So,
Okay, he says it's free too, so that's an app on your phone, Grumpus? Says it's for free.
Evernote, Evernote.
Okay, good to
Hmm.
know. Let me see if I can look it up. Oh, this is, I was trying to get Malachi to smile. This is hilarious. He has this thing with trying to grab he's like, "Smile."
I
I'm
will
like,
make it
"Honey."
smile.
I know, I'm like, "Honey, you don't really have to do that part. Like, you can just smile. You just." It's so funny how they go through stages. Because he could
Mhm,
smile when he was, like, really little, no problem, but now it's like he's gotta think about it, exactly the
mhm,
smile pose he wants to put on.
mhm.
Well, how do I want this smile to go?
Browser app, PC, phone, tablet, etcetera. Oh, okay, so you can put it on everything.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Ah, Evernote.
I know, I'm trying to look it up. Oh my goodness,
Mm.
how do I just updated my phone. I hate that. Like, all the apps are, like, always updating. Yeah, they have Evernote free. Oh, and of course, right above it is what I need too, is Grammarly. Is it this one with the little elephant?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh, thanks, Grumpus on Fire. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
growing out the box is he says, I missed
no,
it there.
I now
Oh,
can't
there you go.
without it because I have the instant access. I'm able to finish my thought, and that helps me better remember. Hmm. Finishing a thought,
Yeah,
what does that feel like exactly?
hmm,
Hey,
yeah.
Rebecca touched my yarn. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Thanks
Um,
for coming in.
yes, thank you. Yeah, can connect it between oh, wow, that's cool. With Evernote? Ooh, ooh.
That's very
Or
cool.
yeah,
I don't have a husband, so it wouldn't be effective for me. Yeah.
that's weird. Is
No.
that what's listed on the mosquito bits? Then maybe I'm thinking of a different because the mosquito dunks, I believe, are the ones that are neem. The back that Bacillus that's
Thuringiensis.
usually I thought for caterpillar larvae, and we put it on plants, so I don't know how it would go in the water.
Primary powder.
I'm gonna have to
Huh,
look that up. Is that for the mosquito bits? Hmm. Wait, what was gardening warrior? See, that is what I do. Then I crumble some up on top of the soil. Okay, see now garden warrior does a lot of gardening inside. So
right.
yeah, she uses that stuff. Okay, I'll have to
Okay,
look up the mosquito crumble. Then I'm thinking of those the dunks that they have for the fountains down here, and I believe those are neem.
right.
But
I
I
have the
was
dunk.
told that, so I haven't double checked it. So maybe I spoke too soon.
So gardening warrior, you take the actual puck and crumble it and put it on top of the soil as well, like a mulch? Oh, so it's really thick then. Is that what you do? It's BT for mosquitoes.
Okay, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. Both of them, it looks like, are from the same manufacturer. I've used both neem oil and mosquito beds together, plus bonide systemic control. Oh, I don't know. And haven't had a problem with fungus gnats. Let me see. Hold on, I've just fallen into Reddit. If I get a glazed over look for too long, come and get me. Let's see. Mosquito don't.
Hey, Homestead Aquarius.
Yeah, ignore this one. What?
You do
Hey,
know.
Aquarius? Is he really here? Did he really show up?
Yes, he is. Yes,
Okay,
he is.
I'm
But
blinking.
he thinks, well, he wrote something in your chat, and then he wrote something in my chat,
Oh, I'll have to go
and they're
down because
very
I obviously.
similar. Oh, no, they both
Mhm.
showed up back to back in the side chat here.
Oh, you can even use it with your adults, that Evernote. Cool. Alright, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, or the cozy.
Yeah, right? Can you do it to yourself basically in Messenger? Yeah, or send your well, my husband's not on Facebook. He's not techie, so actually, it wouldn't work for us because he's not allowed uh,
Mm.
to take apps onto his phone because it's a work phone, like,
Oh, I like
download. I've reverted
right.
to writing again. Oh, cool. Because that is how I wrote. Yeah, me too. D exactly. Like, that's how I studied for school, and in church, I would take notes, and it helped me remember what I was listening to.
I need to get more to spray my sweet hairspray on
Where
my
is it?
clothes.
Deep in the dirt, brainwash. Kelly, I love you. Oh,
But then read the one right below it.
you are such a stinker. You poopster. Yeah,
We see them back to back.
I'm used to hearing about BT to get rid of our caterpillars, and we usually have to like continuously continue to like spray it on. So I'm surprised that it like lasts in water. I thought the water on the
Hmm.
plants is what made it like nullified it. So that's interesting. So yeah, I have cozy. Everybody's got like a different app. I'm like gonna over app my brain. We told. Yes, we did. Hey, Radio Jonesy. It's afternoon over there in Tanzania.
Hey, Radio Jonesy.
Good to see you, man. You are such a stinker, sir. Yes, we told. We told. It kind of is both here, so it's not like we told. We just both read your little messages. It helps me remember. I kind of want that new thing that it feels like you're even writing on paper, but it can go right into your computer. But I
Oh.
know if it takes any kind of learning curve right now in my life, I have none to give.
Mhm.
I still have my M50 that I have not gotten out again after the sound didn't go through, and it's a great camera, and yeah. Oh, interesting, okay. Oops, I missed it, wait. Ah! Oh, come on, stop it. There we go. The dead insects spread it like virus. Okay.
Oh,
Huh.
okay. Well, that's gonna be my next plan of attack because I'm leery about going out to my greenhouse studio to plant to start starts when I could just be,
Wow.
um ooh,
What is that in our language? Like 70 something? I forget what the difference is.
yes-ish.
Okay, let me see.
26 is nice.
Yeah, I think it sounds nice. I'm not sure because for here, we have days where it's going back up to 85 randomly, and it's like, "No, not yet. Calm down, dang it."
Where all of us up here are going, "We would love 85."
Yeah, hey, I did pretty good, 78.8.
Very good.
Uh, yeah, it's definitely cheaper and easier than that little pad that they have, but,
Mhm,
goes right into your computer. Come on, that's kinda cool.
mhm.
2 places where I can totally lose it and never find it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
That's
check
true.
it, Mary. Let me see. You said it in our group chat you sent me.
Possum prints? Mm.
Cute. They're cute until they do something naughty. Yeah, I actually had in one of my videos, and I'm like, "And this is where the possums hide. Over here is this plant, and over here, this gap here, that's where the possums hide and like to come out and freak me out." Oh my gosh, they're clear as day in the snow. How cute. Hold on one second. Let me
Aw.
just make myself big if I can.
Mhm.
There it
Yeah,
is.
because even though I've got these glasses on, it doesn't help.
They're so cute. It
Oh
looks like
my
little
gosh. Little
what?
baby hands.
That's what they look like, kinda. So cute.
Aw.
It looks like it got in a fight though. Are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What? Oh, I see. The one is kinda hanging off. Okay. Whoa.
Right, cute.
Ew. Ew. Little pink
We's
mouse.
big.
It's
We's
big.
big.
Too big. But yeah. Oh, this was the other thing. I put it in my from today. I put it like Billy had mentioned the sweetener. Uh and I was like, "Yeah, I use that sweetener." I said, "But did you read the ingredients? Because it's not monk fruit. It's erythritol with monk fruit. It's
Mm,
these which,
yes,
are at least they're, non-GMO certified,
right.
but the way they write it but then you look really down there and it says with erythritol. Then you
Erythritol.
turn it
Mhm.
around. How do you say it?
Erythritol. You reth
Okay, I said it right? Okay,
Yeah,
erythritol,
you
I'm
did.
always anyway, but look at the ingredients. Which one comes first? Erythritol, not monk fruit.
Right,
But they
right.
blow up monk fruit like it's mostly monk fruit that you're
Monk fruit,
getting.
right.
And I had bought the organic thinking, "Well, maybe I won't react to that as much," and thinking, "Maybe this has more monk fruit in it." And then I
It
looked
says
because
with
yeah,
erythritol.
yeah, with it that's not fair because it's still the first ingredient. They are
Yes, Shawnee,
lying.
it does sound worse when it's -7, it's -21 Celsius.
What?
-21 Celsius is terribly cold. I'm
Oh,
scrolling
yeah.
back up because growing out the box, just above that 2
Wait,
more,
okay.
he said
Um,
he uses hot chamomile tea on your seed start mix, takes care of the gnat spores and protects from dampening off.
interesting. Never
So you
heard that
take
tip.
take the seed starter mix, put the tea in it, to get it, all moist and
Yeah,
whatever, and then let it cool, and then use that to plant, or so do you wait for it to completely dry, or do you plant when it's still wet? And can it be any chamomile tea? Like,
yeah.
does it have to be like homemade chamomile tea, or can you just
Mhm,
use like a tea bag chamomile tea? Those are my
mm.
questions, sir. And he said, "Yes." I asked a lot of questions. I'm assuming it's yes for all of them.
Yeah, no to GMO. Well, Marshmallow Man, the erythritol can sometimes be GMO because it's made from corn, and a lot of corn is GMO. At
David
least
Core with the crop.
yes, I
S
meant to say hello.
in the building.
Gotta go to that. Brooke's voice. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just because he
Nice
has
to
a big
see you,
long
David
name.
Gorey. I know, I love the way he says people's voices and greets people.
In the building.
Yesterday, we could go outside without a jacket. Today, there's snow, right? I hated that when I lived in PA just for school that one year. I was so over winter because it would do that. It would tease you, like, "Here's spring. Spring is here." Oh, no, too bad. Too bad. We have ice
Liar,
today, and the snow is melting.
liar.
That's right.
It's
We'd all be,
not.
like,
It's not
laying on the
happening.
grass in the sun. "Hey, Abe. Welcome, welcome in. Good to see you." Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
miss
it was
that at
pretty.
all.
We didn't actually get the snow in the city, but like on the outer lying areas, there was the snow. And mind you, gardening warrior, she was she was blaming me for Washington snow, and it was like, "What do you mean?
I know, I
I
was
didn't
trying
do
to figure that
anything."
out,
She goes,
thinking
I
about it.
blame Diva
Yeah,
on her video.
and then I basically I was like, "She must be thinking of Quebec. It must be Quebec."
Exactly. They're the
The French
cause of
would
everything.
That's right. The French would send it here. No problem.
Yeah,
"Oh, you
the
Americans,
Quebecers.
you'll get the snow. We'll send it to you."
Oh, my mom's giving a lesson.
Oh,
When above
mhm.
freezing, double the C and add 30 to get the F. That's how you figure it out.
Double the
Because I like to say to my mom, "It's -25, mom," and she goes, "Oh, it's not that cold." When it's in Fahrenheit, it's like 20 -25 Celsius is cold, mom.
Mm.
But she says no.
It's like 10 or 18 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
positive,
oh,
but
no,
that's
it's
me trying to do math, and that's not
oh, it's
fun.
yeah, it's only when it's above freezing.
Art major. Don't want
Double
me
the
doing
C and
math.
add 30 to get the F.
I know,
Hey,
I
had an
think
error, thanks.
stevia, but in, like, maybe if we make it ourselves
You can grow
somehow.
it. You can
Yeah,
grow
you
it.
can grow it, and I was wondering if just like, you know how you make peppermint oil, if you can do the same thing with stevia, like how
Almost
people
homesteading
people
is,
really make essence of, I guess. What?
is it good?
Almost homesteading. Doot, doot. I cannot stay. Oh, okay, thank you for being in here for so long, appreciate it.
Look at that.
So, are you showing me crackers? Are you
That's a
cruel or
yeah,
you're
yeah,
cruel?
it's a sourdough cracker.
Oh, it's your sourdough crackers. Wow. Well, after I get to my
Mm,
goal, then I will perhaps try making
it's really
bread.
good.
I don't wanna start making bread at the weight I am because I don't have any room to go up. I will not fit in anything. I don't have that grace area if I, like,
Mhm,
really am enjoying the bread and it's working for my belly.
mhm. Yeah, well, we've been doing, eating a ketogenic lifestyle, so
Yeah.
this is she's making them because she's going to
Mhm.
rugby next week and staying in a hotel, so they do some snacks, so she's gonna
Mm.
be breaking her ketogenic, but
Yeah. Oh,
taking
yeah.
homemade taking
Yes.
homemade sourdough crackers that have nothing in it,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
is like, no preservatives, no nothing and stuff like
Way
that, so
better than, yeah, all
mhm,
the snack foods and stuff. That's what we were talking about too, just, here, it's not so easy to eat a healthy diet if you just go to the grocery store because you're inundated with commercialized food. Um, and like that was somebody who was from South Africa who their food system is not like ours. It's pretty much from the land and what people are trying to go for. Yeah, I haven't tried that brand. I have to look. Kathleen, can you just check the ingredients and see if it is just monk fruit, like liquid monk fruit for us?
mm,
I'm just
oh,
wondering now that they keep labeling things monk fruit, but it's really erythritol.
right.
No,
I'm going back up the chat there
okay,
because I missed growing out of the
minute.
box saying, I'm doing a video comparing one mix
Oh,
with the chamomile tea and the other
okay.
without for indoor seed starting. Soak your seeds in the tea as well.
Oh,
Ah,
okay, wait, no, I'm not even there yet. I think I was above you. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, sorry about that growing out of the box. I'm like, way and I see people do this and I'm like, "Why are they way so far up?" And they're do, 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 do. There's me doing the same thing. The government wants to ban sin anyone. What is that? What's sin? I don't even know what that is. What's in? I don't know. Yeah, I
Hmm,
hear about coconut sugar. Yeah, if you're not allergic to coconuts.
which I am.
Yeah. But then there's still sugars. They're still going to have a glycemic index to them. It depends on what it's doing to your blood and what it's doing to your numbers. Because you remember I don't know if you remember where they finally came out and said, "Oh, yeah, fructose is maybe not so great for, like, diabetics. It's about the same as giving them sugar." Like, when they used to have, like, the powdered fructose or something, they finally figured out, like, "Oh, yeah, that'll raise their blood sugar too." Like, told them it was safe. the safe alternative to sugar. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Zyn looks like it's a nicotine pouch. I think that's what
Oh,
it
okay. Oh, bad addictive stuff. Yeah, I thankfully don't have that addiction, and I wouldn't want it right now with my after visiting the dentist.
No.
Yes, we have to you know what I noticed about, I was we're into this whole thing, my daughter and I, like, the Korean skincare is really huge, and she's got some stuff and turns me on to some of it, and for they have this thing called glass skin now, which is totally, I don't think, achievable at my age, but it's fun to play around with all the different products. One of the things they pointed out in Asian cultures is they don't use a lot of, uh, sunscreen, but they carry
Right.
umbrellas, they cover themselves, and they wear
Yes.
the big floppy hats outside. So
Yes.
their, skin isn't taking in those chemicals from the different stuff that they tell us to wear. And I
Mhm.
discovered that right after I just got some it's called, like, for my age group, like, the menopause, like, something what it was called, but it was specifically for women, sunscreen for women in menopause to protect from any kind of, melasma in the skin. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
wondering
I
that,
was
what
just
it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was gonna look that up. It's so funny you said that. Watch it taste like horrible, though, and it's only good when it's processed. You probably could grow it. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Luhan Guo. I can grow Asian stuff down here. Oh, it's weird looking. Okay, hold up. I'll show you guys in just a second. That is so
cool.
strange. Hold on. Do do
Um,
do. Plant. Let me see. For extract, not extract. Fruit. Plant. We'll do plants for sale. Okay. Interesting. They kinda are about
and
the
then how is it
size
processed?
they look like about the size of the mangosteens, and you can find them on it looks like they're on Etsy. So let me go to that page, and then I'll show you guys. Thank you for that idea. Okay, when you became Oh, yeah. I can't do wine mama anymore, it gives me a migraine.
Mhm.
Right? I would totally do
Uh,
that. I'm so with you, especially I love birthday cake. As long as it doesn't get me
yeah,
sick,
well,
I'm all
hers is a gluten-free birthday cake.
Oh, okay, yeah, I totally can eat that. There's one that's layered that actually sometimes they carry at our Publix that I found actually when I was in PA, and it was delicious. Okay, I just went into the wrong thing to present this. I went into my settings and was sitting there staring at myself. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in just a moment when my brain returns. All right,
Okay, I'm
it's
looking
almost
for
ready.
another little thing.
All right, let me take mama down for a second. Where'd it go? All right, I'm gonna bring it up. That's what it looks like. Isn't that interesting?
Oh
These
my!
are them on the green is them on the tree, and I guess you let them dry out, and then you pulverize the crap out of the things inside of them, the seeds or the fruits. Oh, I gotta plug my let me plug in my computer before I lose everyone.
Oh,
Sorry, I had my
we're
phone plugged in
we're
'cause
we're losing David, David Corey's going away, so
Oh, are you?
thanks for coming in,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much for coming
I
in,
did,
David Cory, and everybody
oh, no,
else
maybe
who's
he just maybe
tonight.
he's saying Aquarius, see ya, and
Oh.
then Homestead said, "Take care, David," so it could be just me making a
I
mess of this whole situation.
honestly don't have a black sapote, but black sapote is probably going to do I'll double check it. Hold on, let me get rid of the mango. Oh, wait, I wanna look at this real quick, and then I'll get back with you about the black sapote. Pretty sure it's related to the persimmon is what I was gonna say, and that be fine. In demand oh, it's really low price. Is it a vine? It looks like a vine, not a tree. It says tree seeds, but hmm.
And where can we grow it? What zones can it be grown in?
Yeah, this isn't saying that. These people are selling. Oh, come on. Stop it with the pop-ups. Uh. This is 3 plus monk fruit tree seeds. Yeah, it's not saying on here. I'm gonna have to go searching on a different site. All right, hold on. Pop get let me unshare and let me see if we can find the
Do you
zones.
want
I
me to go
imagine
look?
it's Asian, so I imagine it's gonna be in my zone. Um, monk fruit plant grow zones. Um, but yeah, things like that are usually my grow zone. Yep, I was right. The best growing zone for monk fruit in the United States are zones 9 through 11, which includes parts of California, Texas, Florida, and other southern states. These areas provide the warm climate and high humidity levels that monk fruit plant requires to thrive. Another thing I should buy
Mm.
and put in my yard and possibly kill. Possibly. Yeah. Oh, you found that it said zone 8? I don't know. But zone 8 is becoming, some zone 8s have become zone 9. So this was just popped up on Atlas bars, whoever they are. Hmm. Oh my, it can grow up to 20 feet tall, so it's a good sized tree. It's a guide to cultivation. That's actually, it's not a bad idea, but I wonder how it would actually taste. Okay, I see where you saw that. Yeah, it says zone 8B, and that's the cold hardiness. Hold on. Is this the same one? Pardon me, guys. I'm just off seeing your side chat for a minute. It's going into the Latin, but it's not giving me anything. Okay, wait a minute. Oop. I love it when they go into the Latin, but then I can't find the common name to make sure we're talking about the same thing. T raw deciduous. Hmm. Interesting. Hold up. I have to look that up. Yep, it is the monk fruit plant. Yep. It says it is a vine. Plant habit is vine. Don't know why they called it a tree. Won't be buying seeds from them if they called a vine a tree. It's perennial life cycle. Perennial life cycle, partial shade to full shade. Um,
Mm.
yeah, interesting. Minimum cold hardiness is 8B, and maximum recommended zone is zone 11. So below me, Miami would be zone 11. Uh, leaves evergreen, plant height 10 to 16 feet. Edible for
That's not bad.
humans, fresh or dried, medicinal, very sweet. Flowers, it has showy flowers. That sounds nice. Yellow, you can espalier. Is that how I say that word? Like what?
Espalier, espalier.
Espalier it. It
Mhm.
says it's suitable for espalier. Eating methods, tea or raw. Okay. Germination. Oh, germination will be fun because I'll think I killed it. Germination is generally 3 to 6 weeks, and then the
Oh.
person's theirs germinated in 2. But yeah, I'll be thinking I killed it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, they started it in a pot, and it's a vine. It looks like a vine, so that's cool. Good suggestion out of the box. Like, see, you help me remember what I forget, and I forget a lot daily. As far as the black sapote, did anybody get that question? Um, we let David grow it and let him send the fruit to us for free, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny because we can grow it here, but I think some people import it from other places and sell it.
Oh, shoot.
Is that you? Oh, your
Yeah,
bread? Go ahead and go
yeah.
do it. Go you do your
No, no,
thing.
I
Your
think I
flippity flip.
think I think Marissa's she's doing my
Oh, is she babysitting the dough?
yeah,
Okay.
she is. I think it has one more 30 minutes.
Yeah, are you B or you're B, aren't you? 8B?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm zone 9. I'm
Oh, then you
9B.
can totally grow it too. Yeah, because you're so like everybody thinks like Canada, but yeah, where
They
Marine's
all think
at.
we live in igloos.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. But
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I need space for vines too. I only have like 2 trees that are good for that, and right now, decory, I have my yam, my Discorea alata, the purple one. I think sometimes they call it ubi, but it's a true yam from Asia. Sometimes they credit, Africa, probably both, but they can grow as huge as my head or even bigger.
wow.
Yeah, just in case you're hungry, but it does have that, like, outside on the outside, it's kind of, like latexy. You have to really clean off the outside before you're cooking it up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Going back to because you were talking about Korean care and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that I was noticing on the clock app that people like we can't do it here in Canada, but it's called Costco Next, and I
I don't
guess
know.
it's where you can find um, those kind of Korean makeup or like skincare products for like one third the price. And it's just called Costco Next, I think is what it's called. But they
Oh,
were saying, "Hey, and you can't do it in Canada," you
well,
know.
of course.
So
Yeah,
like
of course.
they'll have discounts and sales and stuff like that. So that would be something to look at later but I just wanted to find out what was the I knew it was Costco something, but Costco Next.
Okay.
So, oh,
I'll have to check
Trish
out.
is leaving us, I think.
Oh, good night, Trish. Hope you guys feel better. Definitely hope you guys feel better. David, it's
Mhm.
saying sandy soil, basically. It wants a well-draining soil. Good soil will contain lots of organic matter, such as cocoa coir, as well as perlite and vermiculite to help the drainage. But it also likes Florida's soil, and ours is sandy mostly, unless you go down to Miami and they are driving. They've got a little bit of soil on top of rock, basalt. I forget
Oh.
what type of rock it's called, but yeah, it's solid rock. Adding a handful of perlite to regular store-bought potting soil should do the trick. Eh, I don't that's some app, hold on. Let me go down
Oh.
to I'm gonna go down to actually ask. IFAS is our extension here for Florida, and I'm gonna pull it up and we can check it out. Alright. You're what the no, not you. You're not supposed to be here. Go away. Stop that. Yes, stop screen. I tried. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. Here we go. All right. I'm going to pop it up. Also known as chocolate pudding fruit, black sapote. Here it is. From the Florida Extension Service. Here's
So what
the
is black sapote?
black sapote, Disporius digna. Di, no, digina. Black sapote. Yeah, it is persimmon. Black sapote
Oh.
and black persimmon English. Sapote, and it gives all the different common names. Um, let's see. Relatives to it is the persimmon and velvet apple. Origin, Mexico, Central America, and Western South America. Distribution, tropical, subtropical, Latin America, the Philippines. It just goes about saying everywhere they are. History, black sapote was consumed by indigenous people in Mexico and Central America and distributed by the Spanish to the Caribbean and Asia. Black sapote is not widely grown. It is usually consumed by local people who are familiar with the fruit. It's, let's see where it goes down to. It's a tree of 25 to 30 feet. As a medium tree, it can go to a larger tree of 30 to 80 foot. Um,
Wow.
yeah, in Florida, usually a medium sized tree. Black sapote is usually dioecious. I don't know how to say that word.
No.
Dioecious, meaning that some trees produce one male flowers and no fruit, and other trees. So you need two of them unless you
Mm,
have bisexual.
right.
That's kinda like papaya. Papaya is like that. Some trees may produce both male and female or bisexual flowers on the same tree. Otherwise, you might get male flowers and no fruit, and the other tree is female and no fruit unless you have a male around. Uh, let's see. Trying to find where it's recommendations for soil is they have plenty of varieties. They list multiple varieties. There are a few black sapote varieties available in Florida, and they go through ours. But you might want to look up it's the IFAS extension, and you can pull this up, David Corey, and it talks about the propagation, climate, spacing, pruning. It gives you everything. Okay, here's finally the soil. Soils. Black sapote trees grow well in moist, well-drained soil types, including sands and limestone base, high pH soils.
Mm.
But it goes all into the planting of it, site selection. It's a great paper. You know what? Let me just highlight it and put it in the chat. So then you can go right to it. But that's for here in my state. But you might find really good information from it. All right, let me do that. So there you go. Hope that helps you. Let me put that link in the chat.
Hello, Radio Jonesy's other channel, Beach Feet.
Hello, beach feet. I need to start one, but I don't know what it would be. Beach butts. Oh my gosh, that would go viral. Oh my gosh, I would get in so
now,
much trouble.
now David wants a jabo tree as well. A
Okay, I
jabo.
have one of those. Like when I was stuck in the side chat and Broke was saying, I would have all the trees. I'm like, I do have them. It's just keeping them alive. It's the problem. That's why I'm not adding any until I can keep the ones I have alive and fruiting. I have a Jabota Kaba Sabra. The Jabota Kaba Sabra. See, my voice is doing what yours does. It gets faster. It's doing the faster. The, the Jabota Kaba Sabra is the purple grape tree. They have also Jabota Kaba with a hybrid red. That one, David, is what you want because it will fruit faster than the Jabota Kaba Sabra. It will cost you a bit more, but it'll fruit faster. Mine has
Gosh.
still not fruited, my Jabota Kaba Sabra, but I'm thinking because it needs to go, I know, it needs to go into the soil. And that's the same thing with I have a lychee that is an emperor lychee, and it's got a fungus right now. It's what I've looked up because
Mm,
it's just not
mm.
doing well, but it really hasn't done great since it came to my garden. It's always kind of just been okay, and I'm like, yeah, if you feed it, that might help, Carol. Oh yeah, I should do that. Forgets to feed. My trees are probably like got a class action lawsuit against me in the backyard. Like she never feeds us. Yeah, she gives a sprinkle here and there. But I have the Jabota Caba Sabra. Yeah, the Chewbacca Sabra. Thanks so much. And
Uh-huh.
I have the lychee tree, the emperor lychee, moringa, soursop. Uh, the one that may not come back is my acerola cherry, which is Barbados cherry tree. I have had the Jamaican strawberry tree, got huge. Um, I got like huge tree really fast, not worth it for a small yard for me. Unless you grew up with that
Mm,
tree and you long for those little Jamaican cherries, which is really more true to the common name as a Jamaican cherry. It's just it will take up a lot of space in your yard, and it's really for fresh picking while you're outside. The cherries are very small, and the cherries remind me of not a cherry. The pulp pops out and it tastes kind of a little bit like cotton candy, but not like, wow, that's fantastic. I've got to have more. It's like, it's okay. Like, the moringa is the other tree I had. I grew the tropical almond. Tropical almond spreads this way. So same thing. It was a space issue in my yard. I'm going to bed. Okay. Good night, sweetheart. Uh, the other,
mhm.
I have flowering trees, but fruiting, I'm stuck with. Okay. Fruiting, I'm stuck with not being able to really grow citrus. Maureen knows my daughter is the native Floridian and she's allergic to citrus pollen. So, and then my
Mm,
son, if I like kind of tuck a little lemon tree somewhere, my son might grab it. And a lot of the lemon varieties I've ever seen have thorns. It's also why I'm not growing.
mhm.
I would love to grow dragon fruit, but it's a cactus, has thorns all up it.
Mhm.
But hey, House on the Hill. Oh my goodness. What? 980. Is that for you? I think it is. 987. Are you that high today?
I don't know. I was 984 a little earlier, but
Well, then I bet they're helping you get up to. Thank you, House on the Hill. I wonder if that's you, Jonesy. You're so good at that.
oh, I
I'm
am
not good at that.
987. Oh, wow.
Yay! That's what the numbers were about.
You're right. I keep
986.
yeah,
It's
'cause yeah.
you're an easier target. I'm so far away from 1,000 that the target is so far off. Yeah, if
Uh-huh.
anyone hasn't subscribed to Maureen, please do. She's very, very close to her 1,000,
Close
and
to
she
the
very much deserves it. Very much.
well, everybody deserves it, but,
Well,
you
but
know,
I mean, your channel, you really have a polish. You've really given it a lot of thought. You really have. I
thank you.
mean, yeah. You're what I truly believe once you get your numbers and stuff and you get YouTube picks you up more, you're gonna explode.
Mm, I hope so.
Which Jabota Cabo, where can you check Etsy? Etsy does a lot. Just make sure you're not getting somebody who calls it what it isn't. That's all. Uh, oh, you know who's a good one, David Corey, and he's on here on YouTube. Flying Fox Farms is down here in Florida. He does eBay. Uh, look him up on
I'll go
eBay.
find it. I'll
Flying
go
Fox Farms.
but he's got a YouTube channel,
He
though?
does have a YouTube channel. He has a bunch of different Jaboticabas, I mean Jaboticabas and hybrids that only he has. He's got some rare stuff.
Flying Fox what again?
Yeah, Flying Fox Farms. I think Flying
Farm.
Fox. Wait, is it Flying Fox
Oh, yeah,
Farms?
yeah, it looks like it.
He's a skater. He's probably a little younger than me, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
still wants to make those.
Flying Fox Fruits is a rare tropical
That's it,
fruit
fruits.
nursery in Central Florida.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Kathy has all the stuff, Duncan. She's the one who had her lychee, I think, before I got mine. And yeah, she inspired me in the very beginning of YouTube, like when she was going to get her ice, because I love lychee.
Oh, thank you,
What?
conservative living, a democratic lifestyle. I appreciate that. So I've put it there. I'm not sure if it will if it'll be highlighted in both.
Oh,
I'll just
wait.
put it here twice.
Hold
This
on.
is this is the flying fox fruits.
Yes. Okay. I can. Here, let me bring him up. He's great. His name is Adam. He's great. He's got some really great stuff.
I
That's
do I do a little bit of barefoot gardening. Mostly I actually when I take breaks because I chickens roam around in my garden in my
yeah,
yard.
yeah.
And I just
Chicken
don't want
did
to
do.
I don't want chicken poo on my barefootis.
Yeah, I
So
don't blame
usually when I take a break, I'll take my boots off and sit and let my feet, you know,
You're
um,
welcome, David Corey. No problem.
live in the
Thank you,
grass.
Maureen. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've gone out and done that, but we have a dog. Same kind of idea. Like I don't want to.
Mhm.
My daughter's great
Mm-mm.
at picking up after her, but I need like one
Yeah.
spot. Oh, David Corey, don't you hug a tree here? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm.
I have a picture of. We have these things called twig ants here. They're wasps without wings. They will blow you up, and they can sting you as many
Wow.
times as they want. I had brought home my mango. Oh, that's the other tree, a mango, but my mango too has a fungus right now. I don't know. I've got to sell that mango. It's just not for this spot in Florida. I think it does better where it's up north more. But when I was bringing home the nursery must have had some kind of different twig ant. And I'm in Whole Foods. I'm happy. I got my mango tree. I'm just going to pick some stuff up because the Whole Foods is out that way where she was. And I see it on me. And just as I see it to go remove it, it goes pow, pow, pow on my arm, gets me. Like, and then I finally, I get it. And I was right in the middle of giving this guy a recommendation for something in the produce section. I totally forget now because that was it hurt so bad. Always thought they bought until I mean, they bit until that happened. And I remember, Kelly even saying, like, "Do you have an EpiPen?" And I'm like, "No, because 'cause I've never had this reaction to them like this before."
Wow.
It was that bad. It was that like,
Wow.
welts immediately. So, yeah, you can't hug trees in Florida, mm-mm. Plus, we have the occasional iguana. They won't usually bother you, but wild ones have bitten fingers off. Like,
Really?
not it's not an often occurrence, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mm,
no,
mm,
yeah. So, you gotta be careful with hugging trees here.
mhm.
And, of course, the snakes. I don't know, maybe, Radio Jonesy, I don't know if how's hugging trees down in, Tanzania or Australia. How's that go? If you guys got any weird stuff that'll come out and just zap you, because they have the spiders down there that I'd be afraid of.
And last time I hugged a tree, I must have been happy because my arms got sappy.
Ah, that's a knee slapper. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
I think House on the Hill is, Tasmania ASMR. Um, and what was the other one that Radio Jonesy? It was the beach feet or
beach
something
feet,
like that?
music talk
Yeah.
might be in too.
Yeah, and then House on the Hill. So these are all coming from that
I
from
love
the land
I
down
love it.
under,
It's awesome.
because they,
Oh
they
gosh, we
all
used to
keep
do that.
doing this same sort of thing where they're
Oops.
putting the number in the
Hey,
middle.
Andrew.
So, oh,
Yeah.
hey, Andrew.
Good to see you.
I got a really neat coin this past week as well.
Oh,
Got a new coin.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought
I
Music
thought
Talk is
so.
Jonesy.
Yeah. That
It's
that's
like these are
awesome.
looking very similar. So thank you very
I need
much
to know,
for
like, you just have to have that many, I guess, email addresses and then just set
mm,
up channels.
mm-mm. I have one email for my 2 channels.
Oh, really? It goes off with just that one email. Okay. I didn't know
Mhm.
you could do that.
Yeah,
See, now I don't, and I
yeah,
don't know why. Go ahead.
because you might have set up the your second channel with another email, but you
I did,
can
but
like, it's
that's for some reason it combines in StreamYard. Like, it knows it doesn't combine. What I mean to say is for some reason when I go onto your channel on StreamYard, it pulls from my other and it's a different email. And I'm like, "Why are you
okay,
pulling my random one?" But
right.
the other
Yeah, I
night,
have yeah,
remember the other night when I clicked on it,
yep,
it went right back to my channel. And I was like,
yeah.
"What the heck,
I'm the
StreamYard?"
I'm the same. So when I came into yours, it's listing my music. It's coming from my music channel icon,
Mhm.
like the one that
Weird.
looks like this, where
Yes.
my other
And
one
here's
is
that
me
is.
in the flannel. So
Oh, he said no, he
so
did it. Okay.
same email.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Hmm.
when we were starting stuff, they had probably rules, and then over time, things change on YT
Mhm.
all the time.
They change quite frequently, including, like,
Uh-huh.
what to do and what not to do in the year to allow your channel to grow or get what yeah,
I
it's
do
crazy.
not sing opera. I'm a jazz and blues singer. I'll sing, and I do sing like folk and things like that. Um, so no, I don't. I do have, like, I think on my first Christmas album, I sang Gesù Bambino in Latin, or sort of pseudo Italian in Latin. Um,
Mhm.
so I can, but it's like I don't have the capacity to work hard at singing opera. You really have to work hard at all that, and I'm a lazy jazz singer. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, she's got a beautiful voice.
Oh, mother-in-law just called. We're getting native corporation checks, shareholders checks, 1,100 each. Nice, sweet.
That is sweet.
Hmm. Yeah, now if I could just get my, in Canada here, if I could just get them to give me my GST,
Uh,
or get a renter in my suite,
so I'm guessing that didn't go well today?
It didn't. He was lovely. Kids, he was really, attentive to his kids. They were 3 and 4. Um,
It's great,
just like you
okay.
can see, he's a really great dad.
Mhm,
And, but, he came with tape measure in hand. And he's like, "Yeah, I would not be able to get my sofa bed, my sectional, sofa
mhm.
bed in here." And it was like, "No, you won't." So,
Darn it.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, he was
stinks.
lovely, though. But he did say, there's a few other people from his church that are also looking for a place, and it's
Oh,
like,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
so, yeah, when I was talking about it earlier in our, private chat on the FB channel or FB app,
Mhm.
um, you know, it was like Barry and I were both saying it was like, I said, "Where are the people with the IKEA furniture? Like, where are those people?"
Tiny I know.
Got a
Where
big
are all these
sectional.
minimalists? Yeah, where's the
That's
little
right.
minimalists with their tiny IKEA furniture and very little things? That's it.
Exactly. Where are those people?
"Oh, I
So,
just have what's in this box and my IKEA bed because 'cause I'm a minimalist." Welcome. You found your place. That's awesome, buying the lumber, going to build this summer. Cool. Yeah,
mm,
extra rooms are always helpful.
mm.
IBC. Heard of the IBC that's in
I do not know what the IBC in
the
Memphis. Oh,
International Blue.
International Blues Challenge.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm a big chicken pants for those kinds of things, so,
I never liked, yeah,
mm-mm,
anything like that.
no, no.
Not singing, not
I
anything like that.
I
Competitions were
just
never my thing either.
no, 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 no,
Mm-mm. Yeah,
no, no, but I would, but, I just as long as they're gonna pay me a decent amount of money, then I will come and sing, so no problem. But, yeah, that's,
yeah.
but I did get my set list. I'm doing this, it's the Black History, month. It's their wind up, like, they've been doing things throughout the whole month and all sorts of
Mhm.
events, and so this is their wind up, and so they usually have someone do a bit of spoken word for about 20
Oh,
minutes, and
cool.
then I will sing for, an hour and I think an hour and 40 minutes or something. I'll sing
Mhm.
the rest of the time, so,
I think that's
but
where
I
rap got its start was probably spoken word, was the poet.
mm,
Like the poet
mhm,
remember, like, all those clubs of, like, the
mhm,
'60s and everything where they were doing, like, poetry like that and giving the rhythm to it and everything. I wonder if
mhm,
that's kinda where the influence came from. Uh,
maybe
yeah. Go ahead,
doing,
sorry.
slam poetry and stuff.
Yeah, when they were doing that. Mhm. Yep.
Mhm, yeah. So Music Talk says it's an awesome event. So you
Do
go.
you go to it, Radio Jonesy? Do you ever fly up for it? He must or he probably knows people in the industry that have been to it.
Mm,
Radio Jonesy, I don't remember, what is your usual instrument of choice when you are playing with your band? I can't remember if it's the drums or the keyboard, or if I'm completely wrong and it's something else. Is it the cowbell? I'm just kidding. I actually got my son a cowbell, though. It is drums, okay. I thought it was drums, but I wasn't for sure.
Cool.
Wow, 350 bands and duos. Wow, that is
Wow. Yeah, I'd be overwhelmed and I'd probably cry and mostly pee my pants. So,
yeah,
yeah, you can never have too
right.
much cowbell.
That's right, more cowbell. That's what I tell my
Mhm.
son, "More cowbell."
Mhm.
Yeah, I wanted drums when I was younger, Radio Jonesy, and my mom gave me the flute. How cruel. So mean. So mean.
Uh-huh. Then
Yeah.
didn't she, stop letting you take lessons for that, or was it
No, it was the
piano?
piano.
Piano, right.
I think she hid the book because it just
Yeah.
disappeared. Like, I was so excited to go because I had actually remembered to practice that week. And then I didn't have my book, and actually the music teacher was a little ticked at me, and he just was like, I don't think we can do this anymore." So I don't know if those 2 got together and had a little chat. I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but
Because she didn't get
kinda
mad
got
at you
blamed.
that
No,
you lost the book.
no, so that's what makes me think now all these years later that mom kinda, "Let's just hide that." More
Mhm.
marigolds.
More marigolds.
That's always in an ear.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're
I hate the smell. I must be part insect, I guess. I don't know. Part
um,
butterfly. Eee.
yeah, I don't mind the smell of them, and the ones I have, like, the flowers end up this big, and the plant just gets massive, and I got the seeds from my friend Shane, who's been
Mhm,
at some of my lives, and, 'cause I've had them, they'll grow all over, and some of them are small, but I've got some of these, they're just massive. Oh,
mm,
you were there in 2018 and 2020.
very
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, on Beale
I do
Street.
though. What am I missing, Very? I do though? Like hitting things? Wait, what? I have to clarify. What did we say? And then you say I do though. Uh, oh man,
I don't remember.
I
Oh, I'm
don't.
not being very helpful, Carol.
Sorry. That's okay. I
Usually I
don't know what's up.
remember.
I don't know what's up tonight. That's like me too. Like la la la.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know
Something in
where
the
that is.
air.
It is something in the air. Might be a change in the
Oh,
atmosphere.
he was answering Angel. Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
I didn't see Angel talking. I missed it.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I'm just gonna go with that. Very okay. It might have gone to the wrong one.
So it's in Beale Street in Memphis, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Memphis, Memphis,
I haven't
Tennessee.
been to
I'm
like
going to
music festivals down here because things can break out at them. Not like germs. I'm like fights. It's not too bad the ones that are in Palm Beach County. They have a big one that's bands and art. It's called Sunfest. That one's pretty great, but
Mm,
you
mhm.
go down south, yeah, some of theirs you get if you ever come here and it's in May and Cinco de Mayo is going on and
Oh, yeah, no.
you're a woman, you're gonna get your butt pinched. You might get a little bit molested. So, yeah, you might wanna bring a big man with you to go if you feel
Mm,
led to go
mhm,
to that.
mm.
But, yeah, no,
Yeah, I don't, like, we do a jazz and blues festival here. Well, we do a jazz festival, and then they do a very small blues festival, in
nice.
September usually. Yeah, and it's never where you're overwhelmed. He's changed back to himself. "Hello, Radio
Hello.
Jonesy, you're back to yourself."
Hello, Clark Kent Jonesy. How are you? Good to see you again.
"Gear gear
I
Cinco de Mayo on my sandwich, please."
There you go, some Cinco de Mayo. That's the safe stuff, that's right.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think it's gotten better 'cause even here, I haven't heard much, and 'cause Memphis can get a little hairy too, you know,
Yeah.
but, just
Like,
about
I know
any
when they
city.
do our Canada Day and things like that, there will be, like, down on the Parliament buildings, there'll, be 30, 40,000 people.
Your tights got
I'm sure
itchy, did it? Cute, too funny. Say that again, I'm sorry, it's down on the waterfront. What is it? It's a
Oh, at the Parliament buildings, there'll be 30 to 40,000 people down there, and
wow.
there you go. No, thank you, and it's the same thing, like, you're as you're leaving, you're walking with everybody,
Yeah, I don't like
and
that.
it's like, I don't know, what is that? Who is behind me?
Yeah,
So,
I don't like that feeling
I'm not a
either.
I'm not a person for crowds and stuff like that, so
I
and
the most, concerts I've ever been to is because I became my daughter's, like, mother. She's the one who wanted she's and what's funny is she's very quiet most of the time. You get her to a concert, she's like, you know, she loves music. She's
Yeah,
definitely like you want her as a fan because she so gets into her music.
mhm. I
Like
love it.
Cabin
Yeah.
Fever since 24 Hour. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
because they don't want to. They feel better when they can look around them and they have their pew pew on them, Andrew, and have better view of what's going on around them. Is that what you mean? They kind of want to get out and see what's going on. The big rooster show just came in. See you deeper in
Mhm.
the dirt. Hello, big
Yeah.
rooster show. Out strongly dislike. Um, I don't go on there that much because I just basically dislike Facebook. Don't tell them, please, but I prefer their messenger service, and the other one is very difficult for me. I grew tired of it because it became so passive aggressive over the last, like, it went through a whole thing where everybody was being like super passive aggressive with their posts, that I actually just got away from my old account and created a new one and just started over and see what happened. It's
Mm.
not as bad now, but yeah, it was like Facebook went through a thing where everybody was being like trolls are on YouTube. I mean, are you talking about somebody or to somebody? Could you just go comment?
Mhm.
Or,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. It just
Oh,
bothers me
yeah.
after
A
my
pew
husband.
pew is a must if going out.
Wow. Eating
Mhm.
mayo.
Brandon.
How's that going for you? You're a pretty old dude. I didn't realize you were that old, Gear. So surprised.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, it is. There you go. It can be very much drama and yeah, brings sad. And I think for sensitive people, you just you feel it. You don't you know it's not about you necessarily, but it's like
Mhm.
you just feel it. It's like, "Oh, not nice.
No.
It's working." Like, "Yay! Good, I'm glad." We played at wow, that's really cool. Played at
Very
BB
cool.
car, yeah, that's very cool, Jonesy. So what's it doing? It just keeps refreshing itself while you're on it? Oh,
Oh.
okay. I don't know. I'll have to check it and see what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I did. I sent my mom a chat message tonight and it didn't go through. So then I
Uh-huh.
sent it again. Then I refreshed the page and both of them were there. And so so yeah, there is
Weird.
something
Maybe
odd.
it's getting, what?
Mm. Well, my mom's stocks went up on it on there, so maybe not because the stock
Mm.
prices went up. So
Yeah, but
she's
no, I don't mean getting cut. I meant hacked. So I said it.
oh.
Yeah, 'cause that was what that one sheriff was talking about, just the sheriff office, they get hacked by multiple countries, like, daily,
Mm.
daily, to like, they were shut down for 2 months, paper and
Wow.
pencil, because somebody did get
Wow.
it. Yeah, absolutely, would be a necessity going out there with a polar bear possibly hunting in your midst.
Mhm.
Yikes.
Mm.
Really. Yeah, yep, yeah.
Yep.
I use it for the Messenger pretty much, and once in a while, I'll go on Facebook and comment and like and try and do it, but I don't know. I can't do
Yeah.
it. It's meant like Maria's so good at doing like the TikTok and the Instagram and the YouTube, and I'm just like, YouTube isn't it
No,
for now.
yeah, they well, those
Exactly.
other ones, like, I'm like you, it's like the chat to connect by chat in Facebook, that's fine.
Yeah,
But mostly what I use it for is, like, when a memory comes up, if I'm something to do with my
yeah,
music, then I'll repost it. But I use the platform just to bring over my YouTube videos, right? So
yeah,
I bring the video over so that can get some people they don't have, the they don't have the subscription to YouTube, so they can still
yeah,
come and watch.
yeah.
And then if it's a short, then I just go and I plug it into Instagram, which automatically brings it into Facebook. So a couple of days later, I'll put those up as reels. So it's
Uh,
just I just regurgitate stuff. That's all I'm
yeah.
doing.
Oh, that's what I
but I'm
did
not.
with the passion fruit video was supposed to originally be a short, and then when you said, "Hey, I can show you how to do that in iMovie and move it back," because I noticed it's supposed to be vertical, right? And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, duh, why don't I just look it up?" Well, I realized I didn't have my phone in the right position to find the button because I was looking like how to fix it. I'm like, "It's not fixing. Where's
Mm,
the thing to fix it?" And it just
mhm.
seemed like too that my iMovie had less options, but that might have been why, because I had it this way
Yeah.
instead of I had it vertical.
Well, they
But I
do. Well,
mm,
it's, like, when if I'm filming in portrait and then I bring it into iMovie, you just have to go and squeeze you press the magnify glass, and then you
yes.
just squeeze them, and so then they're all thin. So
Yeah, mine in the vertical, that wouldn't show up. The glass is not there on my vertical iMovie. I had to go and put it in portrait, and then it was there, or portrait, and then it was there. It wouldn't show
and
me
that's
in
that's
vertical.
that's landscape.
Oh,
It'll
landscape.
sh
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Portrait is the vertical. I keep saying vertical.
Yeah.
Portrait, and I'm an art teacher.
I un
Yeah, it
I understood what you were
portrait.
talking about.
Don't know.
All of it, I understood.
It was this thing made my brain come out to my butt tonight, I think. Like, whatever I
Yeah,
had left, it just is
yeah.
gone. Just rushed. Can't believe
Mm.
I Oh, thank you, honey. Appreciate it. Big Rooster Show, I wanna check you out if I haven't already.
Yay!
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 Yes, let's all connect. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Help each other out.
Mm.
Let's see, Garden. Yeah, I
Your
was
parents
wondering
will
how
be
your daughter
59 this year, Gear? What the heck?
What? You could practically be my child, Gear? That's really creepy. What? I remember when
What?
Sean Meckham figured that out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, my you could be my mom." And I'm like, "Oh, I could?" I'm glad it
Yeah.
sounds
It's
like a
like
surprise to you. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, Facebook is just for advertising your radio programs and posting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the
'Cause it's
same
hard.
sort of thing. I'm just
Yeah,
regurgitating stuff.
yeah,
So it
exactly.
just looks like they go, "Wow, you're online all the time," and you're like, "Mm-mm, nope,
Well,
nope, I'm not."
I copy and paste well. I do it really good. I just gotta get my original stuff right, and then maybe I could get into the copy and paste. Like, what the heck? Oh my goodness. That's, like, too
You
much. I don't know. I
you
knew
you
how to
know,
do it, but just goes Go ahead, what?
no, it was Gardening Warrior says, I'll be 48 this year, pushing 50." You're not pushing 50, you still have 2 more years to
Yeah,
go.
that is not pushing 50 yet. Don't make it come as
No.
any faster. Just enjoy those young years. You're not even 48, you're ILB. You're 47.
I know,
Enjoy it every
exactly.
second.
You got
Enjoy it.
2 years plus to get there.
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
I'm the one that's pushing
enjoy
I'm
it.
pushing 60. That's weird.
Yeah.
Odd to me.
Yeah, I can't even believe that. That seems so odd. Like, no, I don't
Mhm.
believe it. See what I'm telling you
Yeah.
guys? That her and her
Mhm.
siblings, you would not know. Mm-mm. They all look so young. I'm trying to
Adinair is 50 in May.
It's 50. I knew he was
Mhm.
a little younger than me. I didn't realize how much. You're still
Mhm.
49. I'm so jealous. Not like not like mean jealous. Like I wouldn't take it from you. That's envy. But I'm like, I miss
Mm,
being
I don't
49.
know. Do I wanna go back to 49? I don't know.
I don't. I
I wanna go back
not.
to 8. I'd like to be 8.
Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Can we do that?
'Cause it's like, you're old enough to know how to do things for yourself, but you're not concerned about bill paying. Flintstones and the Brady Bunch come on at 4 o'clock and 4:30, and, like, life
Yeah.
is good. That's
I
all I had to
know.
worry about. So,
Aw. I like that. I
um,
miss that, Andrew. Aw. She's your little grandma. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah.
mm.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You can start crying at 60. No. Oh, sorry, Duncan. Sorry, Brenda. Don't mean to make anybody feel old. Yeah, I
No,
wouldn't
well,
mind going back to 30s. See?
mm-mm.
I knew it. Yeah, no, wait, that one. Nowhere
No.
near. I don't know how these people who have, like, hundreds of people in their chat and they're, like, clicking and putting up stuff, how they catch them. It's like, go to click on something, it's like, "Whoop! Oh, it's not
Uh,
there anymore." Let's see. You baby.
oh,
Wow,
in 2077, we're all invited to Andrew's birthday. He'll be turning 100 in 2077. I'm
cool.
excited about that. We got an
Yeah,
invitation.
that's awesome. Thank you for inviting
Okay, I
us all.
just want to know, is your birthday in this, what is your summer or is it in your winter?
Yeah,
Because if it's polar bear season, uh I'm busy that day.
mm. Yeah, if it's polar bear season, we might all be busy. Cause yeah,
That's right.
the
I
polar
have another engagement that day.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Cause like, to us, it feels like you're inviting us to, like, great white, like, swim for your 100th
mm,
birthday. "Hey, y'all, you wanna
um,
come out with a cageless swim with the great whites for my 100th birthday?" No, not really. 'Cause I
yeah.
can't even do the math. I don't think I'll be alive then anymore.
No, I don't know either yet. I'd have to go and put it on a calculator.
Yeah, me
So
too.
Grumpus on Fire says we're babies. He said he was pushing 70 a year ago.
Oh, wow. I missed a year ago. I started to read it and then, yeah, oh,
Yeah.
wow. I've been 25. That's how you do it right there, man. Yeah,
I've been
exactly.
25 for the last 29 years.
Yep. What is it people say like, "Oh, it's my anniversary of my 29th birthday." Aw, yeah.
I'm not sure why you're bringing that up, Mom, but,
She
yeah,
might be
thanks.
a few minutes back.
Ah, okay.
When you guys were talking about the music.
Music. Oh, okay. Yeah,
That might have been what happened, because that happens
yeah.
even to me sometimes. I'll be, like, chatting in the side chat and la, 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 and nobody lets me know. I'm, like, actually 5 minutes behind in the chat, and then suddenly it just ends, like, the chat does, like, "Oh, sorry, this is no longer going." I'm like, "But I'm watching this. But I'm wa yeah, it
Uh,
is."
um, yeah, Barry, you
"Okay,
said
honey.
pushing it. Why not
Good,
pick it
thanks
up
for
and run with it?
Yeah,
Oh, you have a blessed night too, darling.
yep, definitely. I hope you guys get good sleeps. Yeah, that
Hmm.
might be a good idea if you can run. I don't know what running would look like right now for me. It wouldn't be pretty. It would be
No,
because something's gonna like a polar bear, something's chasing me.
yeah,
That's yeah,
it's not gonna go well.
no.
It's not gonna go well.
Oh, he's a December baby. So, like, what, how freezing is that where you're at in December? Eee. 20 you guys are 22 in Missouri right now? Okay. I won't reply because I'm from Florida.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
like, "Oh,
go.
it's
Yeah.
December?"
Stop having birthdays completely at 29.
Mhm,
That's the way to go. Okay.
mhm,
Like
look
a
at
time machine to
gardening
go back.
warriors there.
Smack some
Mhm.
stuff. Yes. Yes, girl. I'm with you.
Mm, mhm.
Yeah. I'd like to just see myself because at 30, I was like, where the heck have I been? Like, I felt like I came
I just got
I'm like,
born at 30.
I know. That's what it felt like. I was like, "What? I miss some stuff because, like, I feel like I'm more aware of my surroundings now, and,
Yep, yeah.
it was really weird,
Yeah,
really
yeah, I when I turned 30, they always say that you do become more aware, and it was like I stopped and went, "Oh, so you basically from age 13 to 30 was a complete waste of my time, because all you're doing is comparing yourself and wishing you were with the in crowd or wishing you were this or wishing you were that,
Yeah.
and why?" And it's like you hit 30 and you go, "I just don't really care anymore." And
It's right.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with this. I'm okay with what I'm okay. I'm okay with all of you, and there's no mean girls in my life at 30 because I just like, really? You wanna play mean girls with me right now? I don't think so." You
Oh,
know,
yeah. No.
you just have a
Nope.
different attitude once you hit 30, and it's like,
Yeah.
I needed to be 30 when I was 12 is what I needed,
Yeah.
so that I
Exactly.
didn't care about what was
Exactly.
going on.
Me too. I totally did.
Mhm.
Although when I was in school, if, there was a bully, I didn't let them bully. If I was and
No.
I was all of, like, 4 foot, like, I was so small and like, I was just a tiny thing. I don't know what I thought I could do to damage a bully.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
just use
just
me as
bend,
a punching bag. Don't
right,
touch
right,
my friend.
bend low, I'm gonna punch you. Yeah, no, I wasn't bullied. I was definitely teased for my weight and for my color being in a
Mm,
small pulp mill town, but it wasn't like,
mm.
not in my teens per se.
Well, I would beat him
Um,
up for you.
yeah, but no, that's right. "Come on, look at my little friend here. She's gonna beat you up."
I'm gonna throw her at you.
That's
We're
right.
gonna try that.
She's 4 foot tall, you know. Um, I no, I just in my
Oh,
own
sorry.
insecurities, I just didn't necessarily feel like that people liked me or whatever, like, but yet I was like a super liked person in school by all the different, like, you
Mm,
had the jocks, you had the computer geeks, you had the
yeah.
artists, you had the musicians. I was in every single friend group, but feeling
Yeah, I
like,
was did that too, but feeling
that nobody that
detached.
I, it was like,
Yeah.
I'm not really, I was in all of the groups,
Yeah.
but as the insecure me, it's like I'm looking at it, it's like, well, I just wish that these people liked me, and because I'm not in any real group, I'm in all of them. And and it's like, no, they all thought I was that in a bucket of chicken. But
Mhm.
my 13-year, 14-year-old self didn't see
Yeah.
that. You just see that you're not fitting in.
I think it's so
Um,
funny if you ever get to go back to, like, a class reunion, then you realize you don't need to go to another usually, or you keep in touch with some people, but, going back and hearing like, "Oh, no, like, I heard people say, "Oh, we thought you were, like, super smart. You were always, like you had your books." I'm like, 'Cause I didn't know my locker combination. I kept forgetting it." Super, super. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, though, for that. "Oh, no,
yeah.
we thought you were really smart." I was like, "Thank you. Okay." Yeah, 16-year-old me never thought that people thought that of me. Okay. And the cheerleaders were disappointed because I quit right before tryouts, but for me, it was actually my 2nd senior year, so I thought the grades would, disqualify me, and I never wanted to be benched as a cheerleader again. I was
Right.
benched like, a little Christian school benched me in 7th grade, not knowing that I had dyslexia back then, or slight dyslexia and
Oh.
ADHD, and I was struggling, and they just thought I was doing it on purpose. And
Mhm.
so I sat in my cheerleader uniform in 7th grade and had to be benched until my grades went up. It was
Oh.
mortifying. So I was so close to trying out again because I so much enjoyed it. It was fun. And I was like, I freaked out and I didn't do it. And the girls at the reunion were like, "You were really good. You should have
Mhm.
just done it." I'm like, "I was afraid they would kick me off the team because if I got
Team,
bad
yeah.
grades."
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're sitting there benched, it's embarrassing because 'cause you're like,
It's
everybody
mortifying.
else is out, but you're
Yeah.
sitting there, I'm in my uniform looking all cute and,
And they're like,
and
"Oh," you're hoping that they think it's because 'cause you're injured and not your grades,
just
that's going around.
you just automatically, it's like, "Yeah, I'm still injured,
I
that's, can't come
should've
and pl I would have liked to." You see, you didn't your 16-year-old didn't think of those things. You didn't think like, "How can I still be a part of the team?" "I'm part of the team,
This
but
is
I've got
way
an injury."
cool, Jonesy. I did see it, by the way, that you got to go and see AC/DC when they first started. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I wish I would have thought of that,
wow.
Maureen. I wish I would have thought of that to, like,
Yeah,
bandage myself or something. Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's
then
like, "Oh,
because I
yeah, that's."
wasn't practicing as much with them because of that, I
Mhm.
remember I finally get to go out there, and one of the girls dropped me during the end where you have to do your, like, whole little yeah, drop. And my fault because I put my you have to put your foot in the right place on that leg or
Yes,
you're
yes.
getting dropped,
It's
and
yeah.
I
Yep.
missed the spot and she dropped me.
Yep.
Mortifying. And I wanted
Oh.
to do it all again, just a do-over. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I was a genius back then. I was. If you're going to go to bed, please use the bathroom. What? Who is that for? Is that for us older folks, Andrew? Thanks. Thanks. For us older folks, I guess. Oh my goodness. Too funny.
That's
I
cute.
think that maybe for Q, teasing Q a
Mm.
little bit.
Okay,
Wow.
good night growing out of the box.
Oh, good night. I didn't know you were still here growing out of box. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Mhm. Grandpa says, I love or oh, tried to say in the bishop, but y'all got me to yes, I did say hello to GT. So Grandpa says, "I love my high school reunions. I get to see how all the cool kids turned out. A lot of ball jocks and big old
What?
cheerleaders. I always leave feeling better about myself." It's true.
Right? That's true,
Yeah.
that's true.
We
And,
I
like, we were surprised, like, going there. It was actually somebody in my class who said, "It's so sad," and I said, "What?" Because I had just gotten there. He's like, "There's so many people here like me that are divorced." And I'm like,
Oh.
"Wow." He's like, "A lot of our class, it's either on their second marriage or they got divorced." And I'm thinking, "Well, we did grow up in Boca with ridiculous expectations." Like, that could be part of it. Like, some of us who were not, the typical, trophy wives were actually having that as a goal. Like, "I'll just grow
Mhm,
up and be a trophy wife," or,
mhm,
whatever. "I'll grow up
mhm.
and be rich like my dad was,"
Mm,
but don't necessarily have that happen, and yeah, not
mhm.
good. Not
No,
good.
no. No, I've got, there is probably a handful of us that we went from, like, kindergarten right to grade 12, and we still have contact, and when I go home, we get together and have drinks and catch up and just even people that we met along the way in high school, like,
Mm,
um, we do little mini reunions in my hometown, like, if I'm going
mhm.
home, I don't always have time because I'm either, visiting with my parents or doing a gig, but if I'm
Yeah.
going for an extended period of time, then it would be like, "Hey, let's all get together." I let everybody know, and they'll all
Mm,
meet. So we're all like, we all are actually still
that's
friends.
great.
Yeah,
That
yeah, it's
kind of felt the couple girls that I still kept in touch with. Well, see, the problem was a lot of them were on that old Facebook, and I would
mm.
like to get into it again. Like, I totally just put it aside to where I don't even know how to get into my old Facebook. But,
Yeah,
the it was the COVID. Like, it totally
yeah, yeah,
just separated so many people because of that pokey pokey and stuff.
yeah,
So,
mhm.
yeah, it's sad. And it's so great that you have that, but I totally could see you having that. You're just so congenial and sweet.
I don't know what that means.
Aw,
Mama spoil on looking back.
mm.
I don't know what your spole word is, mom.
It's going Quebec on us tonight. Going a little Quebec. We gotta catch up with the
Her French
lingo.
is coming, her
Yes,
French is
it's just
coming up.
yes, yes.
It's the French, always blame the French.
Yep, indeed. They're talking about Garrett, is that where is that they're doing that? Oh, Skillet's gonna be there? I like Skillet.
It's
I
still
stand
spole,
Skillet.
mom. Still spole.
Spollet?
Don't know what spole. Spolo. Spoke.
Spoke. Mama spoke on
Mama
looking back.
spoke. Mama spoke on looking back. Oh, we missed something you said. Is that what you're trying to say, mom?
I didn't see.
No, we usually see it because it's all in cap locks. I think you type it out, mom, and then you
Might hit
um
delete instead of
yeah,
send or
and like you
something.
hit send or something and it just doesn't come up because it's not
Yeah,
coming up, mom. The last thing that you said was uh last thing that you said
GT, if you're still in here
you
and you
said
wanna come
you
up,
said that I had
okay.
a lot of appreciative blues fans.
Hmm.
I don't know where it is.
Me either.
Who are you inviting up?
Oh, it was a GT if he was still around. He's
Okay.
welcome to come because he popped out of the bushes. He said he's trying to stay in the bushes, so he might need to just stay in the bushes. He's
Mhm.
doing stuff because I know
Yeah,
he needs
actually, well, he
things
did
done.
yeah, he put that out and then he did, retract it. So, he
Oh,
deleted
I
it,
didn't
so
see he retracted. I'm sorry, GT. Okay. You ran away. Okay. Understood.
yeah.
Because I know you got to get things done. In Southern Missouri, sometimes they're having big work.
Yes,
Okay.
looking
Thank you
back,
for
I have
answering.
5 wonderful children. Okay.
Oh, now we got it. Concert. Howard. Oh, are they? Okay. Yeah, when they, oh, there's, looking back, I have five wonderful. Oh,
Mhm.
hey, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Beth Schuler.
Beth
You always have
Schuler.
such a pretty manicure. I found her through Barry. Baby steps. Hey, Shane. I guess were you listening?
Mhm. How's your knee, Shane?
Oh, yeah, how you doing? Is that what he's taking? Maybe he's just starting to take
He's
baby
taking baby
steps.
steps. Yeah, because I think I asked him for something and he said he would be able to go and get it once he went downstairs, once he can do stairs, but
Oh, bless him.
mhm.
Does he ever want to come up? He's welcome to come up since he's your friend. I don't know if you can talk straight yet, Shane, because last time they were giving you the good drugs.
They were giving you the goods. You were
The
getting
good
the good
stuff.
candies.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
okay, 3Ks today. Oh, you walked 3Ks? 3 kilometers? Is that what you're saying?
wow, that's wonderful. For those of you that don't know Shane, he is the diva's longtime friend from what childhood you said? Like old
Yeah, from
neighbor?
kindergarten. He's one of them that I've been
Amazing.
friends with since kindergarten.
Yeah, see, I didn't have that much stability. We moved and then I got put in private school in between public and public. My parents put me
Right.
in middle school,
Right.
and that kinda messed
Right.
me up socially.
Yeah, it's
You
funny how
would
that
think it would,
happens.
but then so did
Yeah, no.
public middle school. It was pretty like, "Whoa, what?" I remember being in class and somebody said, "I've got a dime for $5," when the teacher went out of the room, and I'm like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." I didn't know he was selling drugs. I had no clue. He was selling
Oh my
drugs
god.
in class. He was selling a
I would
dime bag of pot.
I don't know that about that now as my
Yeah,
age. It was like,
I
"What?
wouldn't
That doesn't
either
make
if
sense."
that yeah, I wouldn't either if that hadn't happened when I was, yeah, in middle school. It's gonna be the biggest rock fest in history this weekend. Time to go out. Yeah, it sounds like a huge one. I've seen
Mm.
Skillet. They're great in concert. They're great, Garrett. We saw them actually down in Miami. We only time I would drive to Miami just about in all these years was for my composter, which that ended up being a bust. Um, it's okay, but it's much better with something different. And then for the Skillet concert. Oh, wow, you got your staples out.
Yay. That must feel
That's
good.
good. You're healing. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Mhm.
Sounds like you're doing great.
Hmm.
Do you need
Hmm.
Angel's channel? Here, hold on. I can grab it. It's now that I. Oh, wait. Where's your. Oh, there it is.
I could have went and got it for you, darling. It's
Oh,
supposed to be
okay.
my
Well,
job.
that's all right. If I could get the bot set up, nobody would do it. That's what I need to get. Oh, Storms grabbed it real quick. Thank you, Storms.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
quit.
yeah, I think Miss oh, yeah, go ahead, do that one.
I quit school on my 16th birthday after I ate breakfast at school. One home parent never say anything. Wow. Yeah, I think that would have slid for my brother, but if any of the girls tried that, it wouldn't go off. My brother could get away with stuff like that, the oldest brother. But then they would
Mhm.
have told him, go out and get a job. If you're not going to go to school, then you better be working. So, yes, Beth is a crafter, by the way. That's what I started to say. Her nails always look so pretty. And I started to watch her book, but I was same thing. I had you running and I was doing stuff around the house while you're working on your book.
Oh, thanks, Radio Jonesy, for coming and hanging
Thank
out with us and
you.
for adding all those extra subs to my channel. I really do
Yeah,
appreciate that.
and
Enjoy
for
your
mine.
din din.
Yes, enjoy it. Thank you very much, sir. Our Clark
Mhm.
Kent of the side chat. Thank you, our
Exactly.
Superman subscriber. We appreciate it so much.
Exactly. Mhm.
Definitely. Let's see me
Yeah,
doing his
as long as,
oh,
YouTube doesn't take them away.
I know. It's hard, but he's really good about coming and doing like a short or trying to make it
Mhm.
stick.
Mhm.
Really appreciate that so much, Radio
Mhm.
Jones. Eggs are going into lockdown on Sunday. What does that mean?
Oh, he's probably incubating,
Oh,
with chicken eggs.
babies.
Mhm. Yeah, he
Oh,
does that.
oh, I would love some little chicks. I keep thinking, maybe, what if I just told him it was for science? Because I'm a
Yeah.
homeschooling mom. It was for science. My fear with that though is what if it turns out to be two like a rooster and a rooster? I was just doing it
Mm.
for science. Now we're going
Mhm.
to have to eat a fresh rooster. Night Tasmania ASMR. Not like you're any other person that we might know. No. Never seen you before. Thank you for coming to my channel.
Thank
Was
you.
that
Mhm.
believable?
It was. I
Aw.
totally believed it. I totally
Very
did.
Angel, when is are you able to do any of your streams? Because I want to get over for one of yours when you do yours. Because you're so good about popping in and stuff here. It's always Beth too. That's the thing, I try to make the rounds. It's hard. It's definitely hard.
Mhm.
It's
It is
worth it.
hard. It's
It's
hard.
worth it's worth it if you
Yes.
can do it, but it's really hard keeping up with everybody.
Yeah, I hope
Oh,
to do I would like to do, I'd like to do chicks, but I'm a little nervous about doing it, but when I get there, I will be, asking you lots of questions, pulling your
yeah.
ear to go, "How do you do them?" And, because I need a farm because if there is roosters, because you don't know. But
Yeah, you don't.
you're doing chicks for yourself and for other people though, right? He's so detailed in things. Like everything he makes is absolutely brilliant. And then everything that he does, it's like, he grows
Uh,
things like nobody's
put it
business.
on your
It's amazing.
channel. Shane, put it on your
I
channel.
know.
I wanna see too.
Mhm.
I do.
It's like, because yeah, because he's just I think he's just got 2 little videos of, just random things, but it's like, "Yeah, you need to start a channel and show us how to do stuff, Shane."
Mhm.
Mhm.
I've seen people do weird things like that, Sheen. Some guy wore a chicken egg on himself and hatched it that way. He like bundled it up and like taped it to it's part of his chest somewhere and wore
I've
it.
never heard of that.
Uh-huh.
I keep reading it thinking, "That's not even English." And it was like, "What?
Yep.
What?"
Yeah. You'd have to
Oh,
bundle it up right next to your neck though.
mhm.
Yeah, the
Belly
belly
hatch.
hatch guy. He's seen it. Belly
Yeah.
hatch.
Oh, that's
Yep.
neat.
It was
But
cool.
how many so it's
And
18
weird.
days of you with this egg. So what do you
Mhm.
do when you have to have a shower?
I don't know, I don't remember that part. Do you remember, Shane, what he did? I don't know if he gave it a rest. Does the mama hen ever pop up for a second to go eat? So maybe he took it as when mama hen would get up to
Mm.
eat?
Well, when they go to eat, it's 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, so that would be a very, very quick shower.
Yeah, no, they get up and they just go and eat a that's the stressful part about,
Hens.
with the hens.
Yeah.
Yeah, if especially if you have unfertilized eggs. So this hen is sitting on those eggs doing nothing, and it's innate, like it's God
Mm.
driven in them that they need to go sit on those eggs. Their bellies are warm, and I need to sit, and I fought Gertie, because Gertie would just, and I could actually talk her out of the place. I'd go, you can't come in here. I'd be in the nest, like, lift up the nesting box lid and go, you need to go out. You need to leave. And she would stand behind,
Oh, she
one
was
of their
getting
roosting
broody
bars.
with you.
And
Yeah, she wanted
she
them.
would, yeah, and she would look, and I go, no, you need to leave. You need to go out. And she'd like, boop, 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 and she'd walk out, but
She
I'd
goes
find her.
back.
Yeah, and I'd leave, and she'd come back, and she'd sit on, and she'd sit on nothing. Like, I have to sit here. So, oh, your
Is that,
mom
like,
takes an
for the
hour break every day.
chicken? Okay, so then
Yeah.
he could take a shower.
Mhm.
So he could get a shower in there in that time period.
Right. But she probably with the hen is that she actually heats herself up, heats those eggs up to the right temperature before she leaves. With
Yeah.
Gertie, she never took an hour break. Like, it was down, eat a little bit, and then cluck, 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 and she'd run right back up. So,
Aw.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Mhm.
she'd be
But
a
she
good
was
mom
sitting on
one day.
she was she yeah, she was well, she's passed. But,
Oh, that was your first one? The
the first one to die, no, I think she was my 3rd one to die, something like that.
Oh, see, that's when I don't know I'll be good at that part.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no,
I
it's
don't
not easy.
want Hannah to find them because poor Hannah found both our actual, like, pet birds when they died.
Mhm.
She found them both, but I didn't get to them both. She did.
Mm,
So I was like, I
mm.
wonder how she would be with hens and just that's the thing though, it's like you have a farm, there's life and death on the farm.
Yes, there is.
You have to deal
Yeah,
with both.
and it's not that you just, "Ugh, well, that one died." No, no, it's a sad moment, and because that chicken has been hanging out with you or whatever, and you tried to, with the ones that did get sick, we would do what we could to nurture them, and they would get better, and then we'd let them back out, and then they'd
Yeah.
get sick, we'd bring them back into the house,
Mm.
and it but so you're sad, and you're grateful for their life, and you're grateful for what they had.
Yeah.
um, but the thing is that you gave them a beautiful life. All those, you're eating chicken eggs that are coming from these
Yep.
factories where
Yep.
that chicken has never seen daylight, never
Mm.
touched grass,
Mhm.
never had a good life. It's got its own life that it knows. It doesn't know that there's something beyond,
Yeah.
these four
It's so
little this
sad
cage.
when I learned that, yeah, about factory raised
Mhm.
chickens. It just made me
Mhm.
really, really sad. And
Yeah.
that's why I don't eh, like, even if they teach you on YouTube that the egg that you buy that's organic is not different nutritionally or something than the egg that is factory raised, I still want to have the organic egg that is free range
Yeah.
because that chicken had a better life and
Mhm.
it will give me a better egg. I don't care what you say.
Mhm.
I would support the chicken's life. What
Mhm.
I know, which came first? Oh, don't even. Hmm,
That's a tough one.
that's a tough one
Why are we
indeed.
singing "Fly Me to the Moon and Let Me Play Among the Stars"? Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hands. In other words, darling, kiss me.
I never know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have anything ready now. Oops.
I thought it was very good. You held your hands.
Yes, that's my
You
hand.
showed it. Yeah. Yeah, with
I know, it's
Valentine's, there was
beautiful, so beautiful.
2 different, I think it was a TikTok and an Instagram where this one girl was, "What? What
Ooh,
the"
awesome.
um, this one girl, she's sitting there with a mirror and, but filming herself, and it was like, "Here's me and Valentine's Day and cheers," and then she would cheers the mirror, so it's just me in the mirror. And another guy, he painted his hand had, fingernails, your fingernail tips added to it. So it was like he would hold the phone in his mouth so it would look like the man and the woman were both, making the bread and stuff like that. And so all these pictures, you're seeing him trying to take pictures looking like, look at me and my cute girlfriend are together. Anyway.
Weird.
Yes, I'm blathering.
Quite
I'll
awkward.
have to send it to you because
Yeah.
they were quite cute. So the egg
Okay.
came first, says Shane.
The egg came first. It did now, did it? Was it ready though? It must have been like on the verge of opening because who sat on it to make it hatch? Oh,
Two exotic marines breed and created the egg.
okay. Are you into the good drugs now, Shane? I'm not following that one because there's something hit, just something hit right now. Because I'm not following that
They
one.
bred it. The exotic marines
Oh, he's
breed.
doing like a pun.
Mm.
Mhm. I got it. I got it.
But bum.
It wasn't your story, it was my brain. I'm sorry, while you were
Oh,
explaining that, my brain took vacation.
yep.
I was trying to talk to, you know, Tasmania for giving you the 991 and thank him. And,
Yeah, the small
did
dinosaurs are automatic.
Tasmania,
Mhm.
did your, person email me back? I want to get I haven't checked my email, so it's my fault. Hold on. You might be in here because you so I need to get is post office box.
Mm.
I don't, but they're not cheap down here, so I have to check. Oh, friend of Jonesy. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, the small dinosaurs dropped that egg. Maybe because they are like little dinosaurs.
Mhm.
That's for
Little
sure.
velociraptors. Velociraptors.
Mhm. Oh, I'm sure that's going on all over. It's Friday night. Yeah. I only use mine for pain though. Just 'cause of the way I grew up, I just use them pretty easygoing. Just
Mhm.
like people have a
Mhm.
glass of wine, I can understand them having a little of that instead. I get that.
Mhm.
But I would be sleeping all the time because of the chronic fatigue. With that, oh my gosh, that's what I use it for is to take it down a notch and so I can sleep that night. Sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong. Wait a minute. And the house is on fire and there's no alarm and the walls are melting too. How about you? What is that from, Gear? What the heck? Wait, Marines, I guess Marines making bread and
No, I'm still here.
partaking with the 420? Did I miss something?
No, I don't. I can't.
What the
I get paranoid.
Oh, you poor thing. That's what happens to my other to Laura, who you met. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, no, I don't get like it's just I just get paranoid and I just don't like the feeling.
Yeah.
When my husband was sick, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try it, I'll
Yeah.
try it. And it was like, I am not sure if I'm going to vomit or expel out of my buttocks all at the same time. It just felt like I had no control over my body. Nothing happened. It wasn't that I
Yeah.
had a buildup, but it was just
That was
like
some
it
strong
just felt
stuff.
like
Wow.
everything everything's gonna come out, and I have no control over it at all. So I went, yeah, that's
Wow.
um, that's not yeah. And another time it was where
My
I think
gosh.
I drove I know. Too much information. I know. I know. I know. Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing happened. I was laying on the couch going, "I just don't feel very good, and I'm not sure if I have control over my anything anymore." So,
Me too.
mhm,
Like everybody.
and everybody's coming
Wow.
out of the bushes.
I know. She's like, "Okay. Hmm, well,
Yeah. And the other time was
I think"
I was about 2 kilometers from my girlfriend's place, and it's just a straight drive, and so I'm driving home and, and as I'm driving, and it's not like I'm really, really bad, but it's like I'd see car lights
Mhm.
from behind me and I go, "It's a cop, it's a cop, it's a cop," and I'd pull over. So this 2 kilometers took me 20 minutes to drive 2 kilometers just down a straight road, and it was like, "Yeah, you know what? You get weird and paranoid is what you do." So it's a cop, it's a cop, it's a cop,
Always
and I'd
take
pull
it.
over, and then I'd come back and I'd drive a little bit, and then it's a cop, it's a cop, it's a cop. So I was like, yeah, you know what? You're not to do any partaking of 420 at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So no, 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 no.
Oh,
Mama can't do it.
Jane, we would love to hear that. I wonder because I just won't drink during your story. I took a sip of water during that one and almost spit it out. Maureen has a habit of doing that to me. Oh, yeah, that would be me 'cause I don't ever smoke it. Like, when I was I forget, in my 20s, I think a friend of mine from college, I had gone back to visit them, and she was like, "Just try it." And I took just one small hit off of the thing, and it burned the back of my throat so bad. I'm like,
Oh,
"It's not for me. I think I'm allergic to it."
yeah.
Fast forward to my 50s when I was like, "Well, maybe I could try a gummy and see if that would work for my pain." Oh, I am
Mhm.
so glad that I got, like, the card and had, like, an assortment. Because when you get the card and you get, like, "Oh, it's that. Okay, I'll take a little we'll take that home and a little bit of that." Just to see what'll work. That, "Oh, chocolate? What? Ooh, okay, yeah, I'll take the chocolate and the gummy." It was like the THC candy store, basically. So, yeah, I took those home. I think the best, especially with going through, hospice with mom, it was
Mm,
the hybrid. I called it my pot chocolate. Helped me just mellow out and
yeah,
totally I was okay. It
yeah,
made me okay to get through it, and it
yeah.
also made me a little giggly. And if I in the beginning, when I was trying the different things, I didn't realize the cumulative effect, so I almost melted on the
R
live one night into my keyboard.
right, right.
It felt like my
Yeah.
face was just gonna go, "Ooh,"
See, and
right
that's the
through.
part that I can't handle that because it was like it felt like I had no control over the inside of me. I didn't know it was like, I don't know, maybe it's gonna all come up. Maybe my stomach's gonna just come up out of my body. I don't know. So, but
I
yeah, I
know.
think my husband had some pretty strong for his cancer and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I
anyway.
was gonna say that stuff was strong stuff, it
Mhm.
sounded like, but
Yeah.
oh, there you go, that's why it knocked her right into a comatose state,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yep.
Usually it's not too
Mm,
much. I think that's what GT was starting to talk about. I didn't get to watch your video yet, GT. I clicked on it, heard you say tomato, and then something was going on in the household, and I had to click off of it. The one I think you were talking about a purple tomato, the GM, but you were talking about one I think that was a GMO one, but you're not here,
mm.
so I'm sorry, I'm talking to the air again. Talking to my imaginary friend named GT.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Comes up,
Yeah,
goes away. Mhm.
that's what it is, real
Yeah, a
small
smaller
dose.
dose would have been better, but I think, like, we were smoking it, and it was the kind that, like, he had the little thing that you can smoke in the house, like, it
Mhm.
almost kind of vapes it, and, you know, being a singer, I, you know, took a hit off of it, and it was probably too big. I probably just need to go, and that would be good enough for me.
Okay. I'm surprised though that they're selling a GMO seed. That's kind of
Rude,
wild. Yeah, like, what are
rude.
they doing? 'Cause, that's one thing I don't understand about GMO seeds is when the GMO seed pollinates and starts sending off pollen, if you have other, like, not necessarily with tomatoes, but like a GMO peppers and cross, so does squash. Those are 2 things I don't know if I'd ever wanna bring into my yard if it was GMO, because 'cause I'd be afraid they would somehow cross and create weirdness. I don't know. What will that
Mm,
do to
mhm.
the other, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, but you're always gonna have, if
I don't
you live by a big farm field,
Yeah,
It's all
that
gonna
too.
GMO.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm.
Don't wanna grow corn right next to a cornfield because, yep, you just yep,
Nope.
messed up your corn.
Nope. I don't know
Yes.
what I don't know what that means. You asked me once if I ever turned it off. No, I don't. Ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha. He's joking around because he was saying the Paranoid Express card bill when
ha.
when you were
I
pulling
have
over.
yes, I do
Mhm.
have a Paranoid Express card. Mm.
Oh, that they pulled it? I wonder if because they got a bunch of complaints.
Oh.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what they do. It's ridiculous. They set up the farmers so bad. You know, Shane, I have a notebook and my dad actually cut out articles and he was excited about when they were talking about these genetically modified things because he thought, oh, that'll be great for farmers too. And I'm because he was a farmer when he was young.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
oh, so he was cutting out articles to keep, like just tabs on it.
Mhm.
And no idea what it would turn into. Oh, good. Here
Unhappy.
comes yes, the man with the knowledge of seeds. The seed king himself has asked for it.
You
I don't
do have
know
a good
how
sense
it
of
you
humor.
might have to come over here. Oh,
Yeah,
there you
you
Oh,
I think I
oh, you meant
can
him. Oh, you meant him. I'm sorry. I thought you meant me.
yeah.
Thanks. Yeah,
I
you
can
do.
I'm gonna go grab it and I'll put it over on mine
Okay.
for him there because I think
Oh,
that will
actually,
work.
I
I
have
think
you open too. I'm such a ding ding. Wait a minute.
oh,
I can do
there
it.
you go.
Oh,
TT,
I
I
can do
just did
it.
it. We
Oh,
just
darn it.
everybody do it. Everybody take the link and put it up. The link is there. 17 times.
And in my I know, in my side chat, it's like, "Link, link, link." Goofballs. There
Uh,
you go, GT. If you can't find it now, we cannot help you.
good luck.
Good luck. Oh, there it is.
Hey there, how y'all doing?
Hey there. Hey
We're
there.
fine.
Is that we're goofy. Can you tell? It's a goofy night. I
Y'all
don't
can hear me
know.
well?
Yeah, you're clear.
Okay. So I needed some gardening therapy after I did the video. And then after I did the video, I went on Facebook and it was actually talking about it and mentioning Baker Creek in the same conversation
I'll be
about the
done.
GMO.
Wow.
And Baker Creek, from my understanding, they pride themselves. Well, I mess with them because they're heirloom seeds. I try
Yes,
to buy heirloom
exactly.
seeds. I will buy hybrids, and the reason why hybrids is because it's hybrids been going on for a very long time.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
GMO, that's when you slice. From my understanding, that's when you slice different cells or whatever from
Yeah,
different
genetic material.
genotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So um, what they did was well, the speculation is they sold a seed. They sold seeds that were genetically modified from a supplier, and
Oh,
they should be. I don't know if they're going to be able to do something about that because this is more than just the seeds. It's about their reputation.
yeah.
What I've noticed in the last couple of days, if they've been putting out these promotional deals, oh, spend 25 and get this and whatever. But I have all the seeds that I need. So
Yeah.
I was feeling some kind of way, and that's why I talked about it.
Okay.
Donna Shiva is a renowned speaker.
Mhm.
She has a lot of books out. I'm probably not pronouncing her name correctly.
Okay.
Donna Shiva has talked about exactly what we're experiencing with this being the first GMO, is
Mhm.
exactly what her country went through, where they tried this supply, and then the next thing you know, it messed up some things, and it caused farmers to um, act erratic. They did some things that you know um, they did some things, but
Oh, okay.
Mm.
so I'm really, and there's some people that they can look at the GMO tomato and they can see the benefit from it. And that's their prerogative. That's the beauty about being in America. We have
Yeah.
freedom of choice and we can experiment and things like that as long as it doesn't bother anybody else's freedom.
Mhm.
So, I respect that as well. But for my garden, I just choose not to partake.
Yeah,
So
and people were
Mhm.
partaking. The big thing is they didn't know it. They didn't know that this was what was sold to them because it was a supplier that came through Baker Creek, and I think a lot of us don't realize they use outside suppliers. We thought this
but
was
that's
all their
Oh.
heirloom seeds grown on their property, right? But this was gained from an outside source. Okay, I'm understanding you. That's awful. That
and yeah,
yeah.
and the reason why they even knew from it, this is just speculation.
Okay.
They the people that actually invented um,
Yep. That's right.
the person that invented it, the company or whatever,
Mhm.
they said that there is no other company that can sell this seed. Like, like, okay, say if I wanted
Yeah.
The Paul
Yeah.
Robeson, I can grow it, harvest the seeds, I can plant the seed, I can use the seeds from that, put them
Yeah.
back in the ground, and then sell them as starts in my
Yeah.
neighborhood or however at a farmer's market or things like that. But
Mhm.
with the seeds, plant or anything from this tomato that this company made, you're not allowed to do that legally. So,
Hmm.
Oh
you
my
know, it
gosh.
yes, but tomatoes don't do the same from my understanding like corn. Corn,
Yeah.
it from wind, the
Yeah, there's no
pollination,
cross pollination.
Right.
Yeah.
it
Right.
does
Right.
like that. You have
Right.
to actually it may be like with melons you have to when the flower hasn't opened, you go in, you clip, you
Mhm.
then you can pollinate it. It's you can make
Yeah.
an F1, and that's the first genotype of that's what a hybrid is. They call it an F1, and that's a
Okay.
hybrid, and that's when
Wow.
somebody can actually do it without being a scientist or whatever. Same thing with peppers. All these pepper varieties, you can actually do that. And see, that's another thing with that comment that you just read.
Yep, to be
We
safe,
have to remember.
We call him Jilly Bates here, just so you know, to be safe, because the AI on YouTube will pick that up, Shane, just so you know, if you ever come on YouTube, it's ridiculous with certain words.
Yeah. Words that we can say and not say.
Yeah,
So we have ways, but go ahead,
go
GT,
ahead,
sorry.
sorry, GT, go ahead.
The biggest thing about it is it's about ownership. Things are
Mhm.
being
That's
patented.
right. That's
I
right.
Yeah.
I I did a live about 2 nights ago. I think it was. I'm not supposed to be even on
I know,
YouTube,
I
but
was thinking you're not gonna be
yeah,
able to do it because 'cause you're
I
like,
We
wasn't.
don't see you. We
"Yeah,
don't
you're
see you.
not. This
I
is just
had to. I've
representative."
been wanting to talk. I wanted to go live when I was reading this on Facebook because I was distraught.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
nobody to talk to about this, and
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt some kind of way because it's like when you go through things, sometimes you want friends to talk to. You want
Yeah.
people
yeah, you
Mhm.
that
can
you can
feel it,
actually
you can
have a
feel it.
conversation
Yeah,
with. And I
exactly.
Mhm.
couldn't because it's like, no, I got to take this time for myself. And I'm
Yes.
just kicking it in the bushes and y'all talking about it and y'all got me laughing and everything. I'm like, I
Oh,
got to say something.
I'm
But
glad.
Mhm.
I needed some gardening therapy with everything that's going on because it makes you question every other seed that they have, you know,
Right.
Exactly.
and
Right.
Right.
it's not fair to them because they want to do business too. They want to make money as well. So,
Yeah.
how do I judge them? But I'm done buying seeds anyway. So, but it's
Yep,
Mhm.
about ownership.
that's
Meat,
right. Yeah,
meat
you
is
just
actually being patented because they're making it on the 3D printer or however they're doing it. Lab grown meat. Same thing with grapes and other fruits and stuff. It's about ownership, so they can put a barcode on it,
yep.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what I'm. Yeah, I did Homestead Aquarius. I that
But
gardener
we're
be
not
talking
judging.
to me. I be fiending.
Not like you,
Yeah.
Homestead. He's not going naked or something, not like you, Homestead, on that live, no way.
Yeah.
Mm,
Could
He doesn't
always be
mm.
violate
worse.
like you do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, that's right.
So it's
Yeah,
about ownership. I
it
don't
is.
want to partake of it. I have some seeds that will be ready for me in 6 months. Those seeds right there, but I'm just gonna have them because I asked for them before I knew the specifics of it, and
Right.
I'm not gonna be rude. I'm gonna take them
Yeah,
because I don't fully understand everything about GMOs, and I'm okay with that. I understand where they took them from, which is the snapdragon. That's where they wanted the color. But
Yeah.
then there's resistance that may be, you may be, there's something about resistance because you're taking a GMO. It's the same thing with
Mhm.
the bioengineered food that we eat and stuff like that. Like I
Mhm.
Yeah,
bought some
yeah,
sneakers and stuff. That's
Yeah.
bioengineered now. Everything has a
yeah,
different flavor now. We're
Yeah.
just
yeah.
Yep.
guinea
I
pigs
know.
right now.
That's a actually, I don't know if, Passamaquoddy's in the background and crocheting, but she got on, like, all even her preps, and she was, like, really surprised how many things were bioengineered on the package,
They
and it
changed
just
it.
yeah, that they
They
changed things
changed the
like that.
packaging too. They
Mhm.
changed the
Mhm,
lettering on some of the things that they had 5 years ago, and it looks different now. But
Mm.
yeah.
things are changing, and
Yeah, yeah,
in
but it's
in two
like what
years, I
you
hope that
said, they can I don't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to go back
no,
to
you're
that
good.
point where you said about ownership. Imagine if they're sliding in these seeds and then one day they're like, "Oh, well, wait a minute. The seeds we sent you, sorry, but we have a patent on all those. You can no longer." They can take out seed companies that we go to. So save your seeds.
Mhm,
That's right now, it's very important you save your own seeds because if they're
mhm,
sliding in these GMO seeds to all these other companies from an outside source, they can start taking these companies down or even saying like they were violating in some way by selling these
mhm,
seeds and tie
mhm,
them up in court. Like, and that's just my imagination goes to like that for some reason, not necessarily what will happen, but end game might be, like you say, control, and that would be one way to do it, is they own the seeds. This person doesn't own the seeds to sell them. Our lawyers will be contacting your lawyers, and for small seed companies, that'll take them down, just tying them up in lawsuits.
They
So
don't
anyway,
like competition, and they don't like small companies. When we went
no,
through the little
no,
situation with the little sickness or whatever,
mhm,
they shut down a lot of small
yep,
small establishments and kept the big
mhm,
ones open. I understand why they kept the big ones open, but the
yeah,
small ones should have been able to um, play the economic game as well. And
mhm,
I seen it as it wasn't fair, but
yeah, I
I'm just a
agree.
small guy with an opinion, so
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, that happened with a lot of things. A lot of the small churches never came out of that. The lack, like, of that time, like, people afraid to show up if they were open or just afraid to go out, so they didn't come to church, and they also didn't send in any tithe to support the rent for those places or the mortgage for those places.
mm,
It became an economic situation where the churches had to close their doors, and, the members came back after, but still weren't in the amount of members because 'cause they've got out of that, uh, habit of going every week
mhm,
and realized they could maybe watch it online through the sickness. So, yeah, a lot of small businesses, a lot of small churches went under, and now we have a lot of corporations and corporate churches too that you go to. It's just sad what happened to our country and other places, what that thing did.
mhm,
And
mhm.
now, yeah, it's about more control. You're right, GT. It is. It definitely is. Let me see where Homestead. Nope, nobody does violating like you, Homestead. Correct. Yep. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
Mhm.
Uh,
Pops tater
yeah.
tots in the air fryer.
I I made the big old really healthy for you microwave mashed potatoes for my husband tonight. 'Cause I was like, "I am not making homemade mashed potatoes, and I can't even eat them. Sorry, dear. You're
Mm.
not happening. Gonna mix squash with python cheese." Python squash.
Mix squash with python genes, and there will be real trouble. Things like that is how you get triffids. Trif
God, is
Triffids.
that all Star Trek on us? Is that what that is? A triffid?
Mhm,
Oh, you are crocheting the baby sweater. See, I called it.
mhm.
Imagine oh my gosh, wait. I almost
Imagine
deleted
okra and the roadrunner, you just can't give up.
nope. He's
So,
crazy.
Shane, why do you say there will always be seeds?
Yeah. Do you mean like us, like low key passing them to one another? Because they were currency at one time. We talked about that on the Underground Railroad. Some people, all they had was the seeds from the farm with them. And that's how one tomato got to be known, at least that I know about. I think there's other varieties from that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mom and pops went out of business. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, I was just checking on this one that's, it's local here. It's out of Mission, and they're they're called UM
That's
Farm.
super ASMR,
And, yeah,
zipper channel.
we're hearing all your sound effects from your microphone is in your shirt. So,
It's still
yeah,
live,
we're hearing
and
it.
we just heard
Yeah. Um,
ASMR zipper from GT. Gross in Alaska.
yeah, I can understand. So, yeah,
Go ahead. So the mom and
yeah,
pop.
this one is, yeah, they're called UM Farms, and I bought a bunch of them, and I think they picked a lot. They would get their seeds, from some of the Hutterites,
Okay.
um, and whatnot. And so I just went and I thought, okay, well, I bought some, 2 years ago. I should go put another big order in because
Yeah.
with them, it's not a big company. And it was like, nope, this it says it's not available. So I just texted him or email or Facebooked him,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, unfortunately, went out of business last year. I still sell seeds from time to time of my leftover stock, but we're not actively promoting anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just impossible to compete with other seed companies. But if you need
Oh,
anything, let me
no.
know. I
That's
still
so
have
sad.
most of the seeds that we had, though they're about a year old now. But the germination rate should be pretty good. So yeah, I probably will buy
That
from him then.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
uh,
Especially oh, that's terrible. That's just terrible.
mhm.
Yeah. But will there always be clean seeds, Shane? Will do you think, though,
Yeah,
what they're trying to do is flip the switch and bit by bit leave us with seeds that don't produce that we can reuse, like German means germination. Oh, okay. Germ rate. Yeah.
yeah, he did. He goes, he's doing speech to text to me, so it's germination, and then it was like seed germination, text to speech, duh. Yeah, because yeah, I think
Oh
I
my
might,
goodness.
I'll buy, they're a year old, but they're still gonna be good seeds.
Yeah,
He's got his
of
bug out
course.
bag on his shoulder. He's ready.
Yep. He's
You got the
ready.
bug out
Ready
bag,
for
GT?
action. This is action version GT Junior with grip hands.
Mm.
Action grip. Remember
All
like
right,
when we were
Andrew.
kids?
Thanks for
That was
hanging
like,
out with us. You have
oh,
a good
thank
night
you.
too.
The zombies.
Enjoy playing zombies with your boys.
Yep, enjoy it. You have a good night too, Andrew. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
And I hope they get that polar bear, man. That's some scary,
Mhm.
scary stuff. I
Mhm.
could not do it. Oh, we're at 3
Mhm.
hours already. We can probably
Oh
pack
my
it
gosh.
in, but GT had just came up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, my buzzer just went off on the bread, so I have to
Okay.
go and roll them out and put them in their bannetons. It's been
Oh, put them in
an
the big
all
abundance.
day occur.
Tuck them
Mhm.
in. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for both side
Yeah.
chats. We really appreciate you coming in. And tomorrow night it will be the home base will be Diva in the Dirt at 10 Eastern and 6 or 7, 7 Pacific,
7 Central. Yeah.
7.
Actually, I'm
No.
thinking, I'm starting to think if I should actually start earlier, because
Oh,
it's like
I'll never make
I miss
it.
okay, then no. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I rushed to get him in bed at 10. I know that sounds like I'm a horrible parent, but he would be getting up at 2 in the morning if I let him go to bed at a normal time. It's
yeah.
like, "I'm
No, no.
done." I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you're not. Go back to bed."
Oh,
Hee 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 hee. Jumping all around. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much, and we'll see
Yeah,
you
thanks
All
at
right,
the
y'all. Thanks for having me up.
my
yeah.
pleasure. Thanks, GT, for coming up. All
You're
right.
not violating. We didn't even see you here.
Yeah, no violation, GT.